Welcome to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Tonight's game will be Ace Attorney 5 Dual Destinies. Yes, for some reason on the startup screen, Mario has ceased dancing. I repeat, Mario has ceased dancing. I do not know exactly why, but I assume the little guy is just all tuckered out. Thank you very much for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. Announcement. Mario has resumed dancing. I repeat, Mario has resumed dancing. Thank you very much for listening to this vitally important announcement.
And we're live! Oh, and there's TTS!
Can you really call it dancing? It's more like a shuffle. Well, maybe if you are Logan, that counts as dancing.
Oh, that totally counts.
I retract my statement.
Yeah, any bodily movement, that's bodily movement, not bowel movement, counts as a dance. No, bowel movements are not dancing. Bodily movements of any kind set to a rhythm totally counts as dance. Oh, 100 bits! Thank you so much for the 100 bits, Rukov! How are you all? I gotta read the comments of the chat as we get started up here. I see Rukov once again here bright and early. It says, poor Logan, he's afraid of the dark, Nutella, commitment, vanilla, talking about carrot shavings again. With the bar?
Cough, cough, I think the fun dip has got into my lungs. I think this bug is a dead bug. Call someone who know how to help the bug stop seeing the fun dip burn on my eyesight.
Weedle, be careful. You don't want to die from fun dip. Thank you so much for re-upping the sub. 19 months, that's over two subscription babies. It's beyond that, a hype train. We're like 3.5 minutes into the stream and a hype train has started. Thank you so much, Weedle and Rukop, both of you, for the hype train. But yeah, I gotta finish reading. What's up, what? What? Huh?
You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
Thank you for the 20 bits, Wendy. By the way, did you guys see the video that Wendy posted on the Discord with Eric Stewart, the voice actor of Kaiba? He was also both James and Brock in the original Pokemon series. And I just love it because, you know, he's doing all this trash talking with Wendy. You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. And then at the very end, he just looks over both the shoulders like this, goes, Yuki cheats. And I love it. It is so wonderful. But Wendy, thank you so much for the 20 bits. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm trying to read what else is in the chat. The very top comment is now partially covered from Rukop by the hype train. So I see something saying being lonely. It says here's where he's going to say that Rukop's the one who has built that brand. Well, it's true. In spite of all that, he's a loyal friend, a guy who's there to cheer you up and his antics, and a great guy who really cares about you. We're all lucky to know him. I'm lucky to know all you guys. Like, you have no idea how lucky I consider myself to have you all as friends, so thank you all for being here and for starting off with a hype train. Rukov says, ooh, Logan undid the emote early today. I try to do that within, like, the half hour leading up to the stream. Queen Katie says, camping here early today. Just did a Dollar General run since I'm about to get more money tomorrow, so I figured to give myself some fun snacks, nice, including some awesome Milk Easter marshmallows and puffcorn. What is puffcorn? Huh? Oh, TTS, just 100 bits. Thank you, Rukov, for the 100 bits. I thank you all again for the hype train. And no worries if it doesn't like level up further. I am just grateful for any train of hyped varieties. So thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you. And Quick Katie, yeah, what is puffcorn? Quick Katie said somehow all of that was only $16, including some snack cakes my dad got. Congratulations on your snack stash. We know, says Puppy Kicker. Steak not having fun dip, man. Steak hate Puppy Kicker. But since I don't have fun dip, I don't have to worry about it getting in my nose. So, Rukov, Queen Katie, Weedle, Wendy, how are y'all? Let's go ahead and load up the game. Whoa! Thank you for the Tomcat. Okay, so by the way, where we left off, I didn't save last time. We're starting the new chapter, so we're gonna have a whole cutscene. We watched the cutscene at the end of the last stream, but we get to react to it and see it all again new. It was giving me kind of early Danganronpa vibes for some reason. So we'll go ahead. We'll watch the cutscene. After the cutscene, I'll read some more comments in the chat. But let's see this. I believe it was fully hand-drawn animation for this cutscene. Episode 3. Turnabout Academy.
Themis Legal Academy, a prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
Such an exciting start. What? Ominous dark clouds? People disintegrating like Thanos just snapped? Whispers. Money. Eyeballs. Ice picks with blood on them. And a dead body. Yay. Someone died. I like it in this one we see 3 people, so we don't know which of them is the murderer. For all we know, it might be a conspiracy that all 3 of them committed the murder. October 24th, 1:25 p.m., Themis Legal Academy. It's too bad it's not a few days later. We could have like the trial on Halloween to be extra spooky. Oh no, I'm gonna be late. I'm guessing this is gonna be like the backstory for Athena and seeing like how Phoenix scouted her out or something. So let's read some more in the chat here. We still got another 40 seconds on the hype train if anybody wants to hype anymore. Let's see, Rukov says, fun fact, Puffcorn.
TTS, it's even got the bell just like Danganronpa loudly crying.
I know, because they found a body. Ding dong, bing bong, a body has been discovered. Well, this totally is just like, you remember the very first Danganronpa when Makoto's on his way to Hope Speak Academy and we have that shot like over his shoulder looking up at the school. Although that was like a much bigger, taller school, but it's all like prestigious and everything. It's the same thing. I'm starting to feel like murder is just a part of daily student life for high schoolers in Japan. And I don't think that's a good thing. But thank you very much, the TTS Wendy with the bar.
Remember, Logan is the real murderer. If he didn't play the game, the people wouldn't die.
And remember, I'm not murdering, I am facilitating murder. That is the distinction. And thank you again for the hype train. Looks like the hype train is done. I appreciate it. I think I've already gotten like all the emotes I can get from hype train, so I hope you all enjoyed it. And thank you for the 10 bits, Rukov. Rukov says, fun fact, Puffcorn was Logan's death metal name. Didn't go over very well. You know what Puffcorn sounds? Puffcorn sounds like what British people call popcorn. You know, it's like, oh, yes, I'll go to the cinema and have some puffed corn. Like, except like, there, it's like still on the cob, but like puffed out and just really crunched. Something like that. Weedle says, I'm excited. I'm going to Utah next week, so woo. But one of the flights has a 12-hour layover, so big sad. Ugh. I'm going to be in a little over a week going to Los Angeles for a few days. It says, the day Logan is early as the day Logan get a girlfriend, so probably never. You know what? You know what I should do? Because seriously, I'm a very private person. I feel like if I got a girlfriend, I probably wouldn't like tell people for a while. What I should do is if I ever get a girlfriend, I'll start stream like exactly on time. And that'll be like our code. Except now if I ever do start stream on time, I'll have to clarify. Like, I don't have a girlfriend. But okay, so let's play a little bit, then I'll read some more in the chat. Huff. Puff, phew, finally. So this is it, the illustrious Themis Legal Academy. I wonder if Themis, does that have like significance, the word Themis?
This comment has no explanation. Lolly pushing.
Oh, I'll give the explanation. One time when we were playing, I believe it was Quidditch. No, not Quidditch, excuse me, Quiplash. Quidditch is a different thing. Quiplash, Rukov came up with lolly pushing as British slang for pooping. And we all thought that was the funniest thing in the world. So that is credit to Rukov. So if you ever got to poop, well, you're just having a good old lolly push. Pushing the lollies out your bum. That is what lolly pushing is. And thank you for the 10 bits. This is the place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors got their start. When news spread that Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back, he received a call from his... What, huh? Oh, well, thank you so much for the follow. Gohan7878888. How you doing, Gohan? Are you the real Gohan? Are you Goku's son? Can you do your new transformation that you got in Dragon Ball Superhero? Hi, welcome. Thank you for the follow, Gohan. I hope you enjoy the stream. I try and let every new person know two things. Number one, I do read every comment in chat out loud. I'm just usually way behind. So if you've already written something in chat, I will read it out loud. I'm sorry that I haven't gotten to it yet. And the other thing to let you know, our schedule, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this and Persona 3 Reload. So welcome. I hope you enjoy the stream. I was thinking about something though. So it looks like, I'm guessing this is like going to be a flashback to when Phoenix like scouted Athena and like, you know, brought her into the Right Anything agency law firm. But if we're like out of town visiting this other place and a murder happens there, we won't be able to have Judge Udgy. Will we? Will we have like a different prosecutor and a different judge? Are we gonna have like a whole different cast of characters for this flashback? I don't know. I don't know at all. But anyway, I'll play a little bit more, then I will read some more in the chat, slowly get caught up. But again, Gohan, thank you so much for the follow. I will admit, I'm more of a Vegeta fan myself. I know that's basic, but Gohan is pretty awesome. Gohan did get the best girlfriend and wife in that series. Videl is awesome. Okay, he received a call from this school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us along, hoping we'd learn something from the experience. But no, I had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late. At least it's not all business today. After all, there's their school festival. Oh, it's a school festival episode, everybody. Also, so is Athena going to be our perspective, our point of view character in this chapter? I thought this was dual Destinies, not like trio Destinies. Oh, well, I'm on board. What is this? Justitia's Diner. Prosecute and Classy Cafe. Prosecute. See, that's what you guys can call all your favorite hot man prosecutors y'all's love. Guilty dogs. I wonder if Larry Butts would like those. Culpable Curry art exhibit. They couldn't think of a cute name for art exhibit. Just live waiting room, mock trial, school fest. Why is this like a law school for high schoolers? Everything's all like legal themed. October 21st, 24th, 1:29 p.m. Thermos Legal Academy, first floor hallway. Wow, this place has School Festival written all over it. Literally. There is a banner that says School Festival. But why all of the cold stares? Is it because everyone's in a school uniform except me? Well, I like the way I dress. Okay, so it's a good thing we changed her out of her school uniform skin, because apparently it's in the canon that she's in her yellow outfit. I wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are. Oh, so this is not a flashback. Oh. Okay, so this is... I cannot keep track of what the order of events are in this game. I'm gonna assume it's Monokuma. Your attention, please. Oh, huh?
Going sleep. Stay lonely, my friend. It's your chosen brand. That is right, you chose this.
I didn't choose the lonely brand. The lonely brand chose me. Thank you so much again. 100 bits, Rukov. You were too generous. Thank you. Thank you so much. And get some good sleep. As always, you're an awesome mod, an awesome friend. And chat, our only mod tonight is asleep. So riot, chaos. We're not going to have the purge just yet. We had too many bodies to clean up after the last purge. But let me read some more comments in the chat and I'll get caught up a little bit here. That's the second Tomcat tonight. Why? Why? Is somebody trying to spend all your points? Oh, it's so loud in my ears. Let's see. Rukov says, remember, in Logan's mind, he is not late. This is preferable to being on time because if he was on time, he wasn't managing his time right. Quick Kitty said, at this point, 9:40 is just the time he goes live rather than 9:30. Extemporaneous, how you doing? Says, I am not first, but that's okay. It is okay, because you're A-okay, Extemporaneous. How are you doing? Rukov said, yeah, but he's late for that, too. But the thing is, I can't say that I start 9:40, because then I'd start at 9:50, because I'd be late for that. Whittle says, he's more late than my mom, who is somehow all late to her job, yet doesn't get fired. I don't know how. X-Ray says, channeling the Wreck-It Ralph movie. I still need to see the second one. what would they even call it? Ralph? It wasn't like Ralph Wrecks the Internet, whatever. I still haven't seen the second one. I hear it's not as good. Rukov said, and in his own time, it is just 7:40. And Beowulf says, hello, lonely man. How you doing, Beowulf? And Wendy said, foist. Well, you guys heard it. Wendy is first. For real, for real. Wheel says to Exterminates, I read that as crunching the Wreck-It Ralph movie, like the DVD for a second. When he said, never mind, Rukov says, Rukopst. And when he said, I can't tell if Logan is doing these live or if he just had pre-recorded for every situation. I'm just like saying whatever I feel like during that opening screen. But how you doing, everybody? Again, welcome for those I've missed. Gohan, I'm sorry I haven't gotten to any comments you might have written in chat, but I hope you are doing well. And again, thank you for the follow. So let's play a little bit more, then I'll be back to the chat. Yeah, Gohan, it may take like a half hour to get to your comments. I'm sorry, but I am not good. That's kind of been a theme so far. I'm not good at time management and staying caught up with things. But let's go. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. Are we gonna... I hope this chapter isn't just a mock trial. Would it be great if they called in like real lawyers? They bring in freaking Simon Blackwell off of death row to be a prosecutor in a mock trial. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. I'm gonna get... thank you. I'm gonna guess the murder victim is gonna be someone who's involved in the mock trial. Sounds like a mock trial is about to start, but where's this lecture hall? Looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there. Okay, so I'm gonna guess this takes place after chapter 2, but before chapter 1. So Apollo won't be in his all Chunibyo eye patch, mummy, bandaged up arms, and because we still don't know where he got that weird coat that he's wearing as a cape from yet. October 24th, 1:33 p.m., Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall. This is actually a really fancy lecture hall.
TTS is emo fit.
It's emo fit. There we go. That's what we're gonna call it. Thank you, Wendy. Can you still be okay? I'm not an emoologist. Can one still be emo even if the colors are not predominantly all dark? Because he's still wearing that kind of, what would you call it? That maroon, that burgundy, that red wine colored outfit. This must be the lecture hall. Wow, they spent some serious money on this place. The district court can't even compete. It's probably Apollo. Hey, Athena, over here. Hey, wait, why are they the same height? This is weirding me out. Apollo should be tiny. Apollo should just be a little guy. He should like fit in Phoenix's coat pocket. Mr. Wright, Apollo. I've been looking for you too. I'm so sorry I'm late. It's okay. Sorry we couldn't wait for you. But we didn't want to be late for our meeting. Unlike someone else, Athena, you're fired. Hey, lucky for you, the person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late. Hope she hadn't been murdered or something. That'd be really inconvenient. Who's this? Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Professor Corte has yet to arrive. No! He looks like a statue! He looks like, yeah, okay, obviously. And his little scales on his badge is like a face. Okay, obviously he's supposed to resemble like a Greek statue. Wow. Or he could be like in Disney's Hercules. How unprofessional of her to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. I shall make her right. I will not. Oh, who do we have here? Oh, right. You're right.
TTSO, you actually changed Phoenix's costume? Lol. I missed the pink one, lol boo.
I did, because that trial was done. I'm sorry. Oh, there's a boo at the end. I thought you were saying boo, we got a disapproval. But that was a scary boo. How you doing, Crystal? Thank you for the TTS. How is your week going? It's so good to have you here, even if you're scary, Crystal. Oh, right. You haven't been introduced yet. Ah, yes. You must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. This guy's weirding me out. I need to read something more in the chat here. Let's see. Ray says Mario is EP. I don't know why Mario like froze out like that. I kind of refreshed him in the settings. Then he started dancing. But how you doing, Ray? Quick Hit said, Logan, what would you say is your favorite part of the starting screen? The stream one, I mean. I like our DJ Edgy, our Edgeworth DJ at the start that has all the things added to him because those were all chosen by community votes. I'm also like low-key proud of my little you know, was it Logan Robo will be back after these messages with a little kind of VHS looking overlay that I put on top of that, even though it's probably the least interesting part of it. So probably one of those. Why? What's your favorite? Exterminator says, for today's prank, what if we, when he said bro just needed a breather, I just cooked Merrick in Duel Links. Oh, that reminds me, Wendy, did you see the, it's not important, but I posted what I thought was a neat fan art from Yu-Gi-Oh! In the anime channel on Discord. Check it out if you get a chance. But congratulations! Merrick deserved to be cooked. Ray says Mario just got distracted. Beowulf said, I got Vengeance pre-ordered. So that's exciting. Then looked at the order page and realized that's not the price it's supposed to be. I'll take it. So it's better? There's a pre-order I want to kind of get. I'm tempted. Gundam Breakers. There's a new one coming out. I've never played Gundam Breakers, but I like robots. But this one, if you order the special edition, you get a, what do they call it? A Gunpla? Like a Gundam model kit, and it looks really cool. And I love me some robots. So, but it doesn't come out till December, so I might pre-order it. Exterminator says, feel better soon, Weedle. Oh yeah, from the fun tip. Yeah, Weedle, I'm sorry if I was laughing at your pain. Please feel better soon. Weedle says, to any mood. Queen Katie said, time to grab my marshmallows. If anybody was wondering, they're on a cool stick like a kebab. Ooh, I want a marshmallow kebab. When he said, the fact that he mentioned Joey too. I know, that dog, Joey. He was very in character. Okay, I should play some more. I need, for the sake of lurkers, I need to put on some pretense of actually playing the game, even though what I look forward to most is hanging out with all you guys. Ah, yes, you must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. I'm Aristotle Means, a professor at this hallowed hall of learning. Okay, so I don't think Vero's here to tell us trivia about the names, but obviously Aristotle, ancient Greek philosopher. Means, I'm guessing, because a mean it's like mathematical, it's average. Aristotle did like some math stuff as well. So is that what it's talking about, Aristotle and averages? I oversee the lawyer course here. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. It's nice to meet you too. How wonderful, so vigorous and vivacious. You just earned yourself a gold star. Just peel it off, wet that, and boop, right on your forehead. Oh, so much gums. Yay. Can I do an okay while... How can I do an okay while I'm still doing... I don't know how to do that. Yes, that's him. That is him. Wow, thanks. That big smile of his is kind of scary, though. Looks like the mock trial's about to begin. What are we going to do about our meeting? Hang on, I want to see something. I got to see something here. I'm saving the game. Hang on. This is slightly unorthodox what I'm doing. I'm saving the game and I'm going back to the menu. I'm going to change Apollo's costume and see if he still does that tie tightening. Oops, want to go back to the menu, don't save. I'm going to change his costume. I'm sorry, there's no real point for this. I am just instantly curious if he still does that straightening of his tie if he has no tie. So sorry. Going out, I want the street style and street clothes. Confirm change. And load game. And we're just going to see. I want to know. Quick Kitty said popcorn is basically Cheeto Puffs, but popcorn butter flavored. See, there's another straightening. You know what he probably is? I bet Apollo. He's really proud. He grew his first chest hair, but it's like really high up. And it's like coming out the top of his shirt. And he's just twirling it flirtatiously. Just like, yeah, I grew this myself. Oh yeah, 100% Apollo Justice chest hair. Wendy says, I'm doing good. I took my midterm exam and got a 92. So we ballin'. Congratulations, Wendy. Said I rewarded myself with donuts. That's a good reward. Gonna be real. Is really, what kind of donuts though? That could make or break how good of a reward it is. Quick Kitty said, I'll have to find a pic for you. We don't say he, when he woo. When he can I have more cat pictures? He is always eepy. When he said, oh, that was read by TTS. Bill said, oh gosh, I have to start the answer tomorrow. I don't want to. Wait, answer? What answer? What answer? When he said, moral of the story, do not go to high school in Japan. You will get involved in murder. That you will. Exterior says, random transform check. Stratatronic, who is bro? Okay, hang on. I need to address, because this is significant. I mentioned this on Discord a while ago. I may mention it on the stream. Extemporaneous. Stratatronic. I have a Holy Grail Transformer that I'm desperately trying to track down. He's a vintage Transformer released in 1990. His name is Gut Cruncher. Stratatronic is the name of his jet that he pilots because he's a little guy and he has a larger jet that he pilots. It's just a Stratatronic jet. In one of the comic books, it was like also a Transformer. And several years ago, one sold for about $500. And so I spent years saving up the money to be able to get $500 to set it aside outside of my regular savings. And I did, and I had it, and it's there. It was like, so if I ever found him for sale again, I would be ready to buy him. And then a month or two ago, an eBay auction went up for him. And I got to get a mint and sealed box. I need to be his one and only owner. Found one mint and sealed box. I had my $500. I was all excited. The auction went for $1,200. I want my Holy Grail. So that's Stratatronic. Extemporaneous. A sad thing. I can see I should make it so I can't see the number of viewers as I'm telling the story. I see lurkers leaving. It's just too sad. It's too sad. Okay, so Extemporaneous, that is your answer. I should play the game. So I'm in a weird mood tonight. I don't know why I'm in a weird mood tonight, but I am. It looks like the mock trial's about to begin. What are we gonna do about a meeting? Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about?
Oh, but I thought we had sent a pamphlet to your office.
Right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that? You won't be seeing it again. Trucy used it for the old rip it up and restore it trick.
I love our Transformers stories.
Wait, for real? Oh, there's Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. I had to look and see who that was. Thank you, Wendy. Okay, but I have more to say about that character. I'm not going to say he's actually, that character is, you can see him on one of the pictures on the wall behind me. That one right there is a group shot, and Gut Cruncher is one of the characters in it. But I want it so bad. It's my Holy Grail. It's not even like a popular character. Why does it have to be so expensive? But thank you very much, Wendy, and I'm glad that you enjoy it. And I hope that Extemporaneous also that answered your question. But yeah. And Stratatronic, in the one comic book series where he was his own separate character, he then got murdered by an Autobot named Sandstorm. And so I decided that day, I from then on hate Sandstorm. I have an action figure of him, but he's bad. I hate him so much. He killed my Holy Grail. Okay, anyway, I gotta play the game. Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised.
Well, it seems I had better explain the situation then.
I don't know if this voice is working for him. If anybody has better ideas, let me know. Thank you, Professor. Okay. Well, let's say before and then we gotta start presenting stuff. We gotta present our attorney's badge to him, because that's what we do. Present. Oh, thank goodness there's no giant smile.
What magnificent presentation technique. Both your timing and speed were impeccable.
Speed? You mean speed's important when presenting evidence too?
Absolutely. The speed and approach angle theorems are the first things we teach here. Oh, I believe Mr. Wright and others like him already make extensive use of them.
You do, boss? Well, okay, to some degree, I guess.
I am not good at my job. Athena, my life is a lie.
It never even crossed my mind. This lawyer thing is deeper than I thought. Okay, and we can't even look at our character thing. I wanted to see, like, her opinion of Phoenix and Apollo and everything. Okay, so we gotta talk to bro. Themis Legal Academy.
Now, does anyone have any questions?
I do, Professor. Could you tell me all about your school?
Oh, what an excellent question. Here's a gold star for asking. Now, peel it off. Sorry, my tongue is drying out. I need a bit of water to wet the gold star. There. Yeah, right on your forehead. Boop.
Yay, no big smile.
Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course. Likewise, students seeking to be criminals take the criminal course. Budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course, and future judges the judge course.
Isn't a prosecutor just a type of lawyer? Is this not a thing? Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law.
Yes, well, that's what makes our school special, and today even more so. After all, we are to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney Phoenix Wright, the legendary attorney who was disbarred in shame for alleged fabrication of false evidence and has just barely crawled his way back out of that hole. We can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession.
You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright? But you're not even a professor.
I'm barely a lawyer.
What do you want from me? Let's see. Weedle says, Logan, I may have replaced your computer CPU with fun dip. Oh, yeah, that explains why I continue to have computer problems. Why, Weedle? Computers can't run on fun dip. Just as man cannot live on bread alone, computers cannot live on fun dip alone. Exterminator says, but then you could be involved in a visual novel / mystery. I know, but you don't want to be the murder victim in the visual novel mystery. Quick Katie said, in ancient Greek mythology, Themis was the Titan goddess who was the embodiment of divine order, law, and custom, with her name literally meaning that which is put in place. The Roman equivalent of one aspect of Themis is perhaps more familiar, Justitia, or Lady Justice. That's cool. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Awesome. Queen Katie, thank you for taking up Vero's cap, who I believe he had picked up from our good buddy Weird Name 7, Ed Weirdo, for offering trivia. Oh, there's Gohan, 787-888. I don't know if you're still here, but saying yes. And BO said, wait, DLC case. It's too late. It's too late. We're getting into this. We're diving right in. I decided I want to go in the release order it was. I want to experience this the way that people first experienced it, even if it causes me confusion. I want to relate to that confusion that other people had. And Gohan says, Gohan Beast, indeed. And don't forget Orange Piccolo, although he wasn't orange enough for my taste. I wanted him to be like fluorescent Orange Piccolo. Which none of this probably makes sense to anyone who doesn't like Dragon Ball Z. Quick Kitty said, sadly, we're not doing DLC next. Sad times. Gohan says, and play Persona 4 Golden. Oh, that was a fun game. I miss Chie. I've actually been thinking maybe I ought to try and get that. What's it called? Persona. Beowulf, you're going to have to remind me on this because you know all the games. It's like Persona Q, I think Q Labyrinth or something. It's a spin-off game with the Persona 4 characters. Something like that. Let's see. Weedle says, Gohan, I'm not even required to tell you, but I like to, so he kicks puppies. He's a light mode user. The puppies are from games of still. Okay, go on. I did that accidentally to 2 video game dogs. Okay? One of them I was trying to pet and accidentally kicked. The other one was in Detroit Become Human, and there was a dog attacking my bud, and I clicked save my bud, and Marcus ran over and kicked the dog. So, both were unintentional. I was not trying to kick the... I still believe kicking puppies is wrong. Perhaps that is a hot take, but that is what I believe. Go on, says, what? Widow said, it is all true. I am not lie man, I don't promise. Extremity says, it's complicated. Go on, says, oh, sorry. Widow says, extemporaneous. Nuh-uh. Okay, I should probably play the game before my reputation among any new friends takes even more of a dive. But it was an accident, and they're just video games. They're not real. But people are more upset than all the people who've died in the murder mysteries we played. Anyway, yeah. Well, I'm just giving them what they want. Oh, yeah, I'm giving them everything they want. I'm giving them the Phoenix Wright moneymaker. Tie comes off. Jackets. Vest unbuttoned. Oh, they are ready for what they want. All right, today's plans. Did you even know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today? Yeah, sort of, but I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting with the head of the judge course, Constance Corte. Yeah, she's definitely the lady we saw murdered. So she dead. So, good news, meeting is off. It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that. You can tell because my little rabbit ear horn thing's a limp.
Professor Corte. She is a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual.
Oh, so that's who's late.
From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow in addition to today's lecture.
A training seminar for lawyers? What exactly does that involve? When I got my lawyer badge, I didn't have to train?
Why, that smile! It involves the very skills that make a lawyer a lawyer. The arm angle when shouting objection, the proper way to strike the podium.
Oh, so all the important stuff. And wow, that is already hurting my cheeks. I cannot do that anymore.
How to project one's voice, and most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory.
Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again?
What a wonderful question! You just earned yourself a gold star. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor.
No, there's no way that Simon Blackwell is going to be here. They would not pull a guy out of death row to teach a seminar at a freaking high school. I assume high school. Maybe this is college? Because it sounds like they're already heading toward professions. Do not tell me that high school is like, you know, we're gonna bring a special guest lecturer in, a literal murderer, to talk to our children. Unless this like,
TTS bro got the cartoon wind up mouth aw smile.
I know, it is creepy too. That reminds me, Wendy, I saw, one of the TikTok videos I posted recently was from Persona 5 when Ryuji said the full F in one of his texts. And I would just say, like, look, there he is, he said it. I was like wiggling my finger like that. And one of the comments was like, what's up with bro's finger? And somebody said that it got possessed by Drake or something like that. I was like, got a little Drake finger. I like doing little finger wiggles. I like having finger dexterity. Have I shown you guys the dexterity exercises that I used to do? Do like finger waves and things like that. I don't know. It probably doesn't look very impressive on camera. But anyway, one of my favorites was actually, okay, take one hand, start on the index finger, take other hand, start on the pinky, okay? And go reverse direction. So in this one, I'm gonna go pinky toward index finger. This one, I'm gonna go index finger toward pinky. Try this at home. And so you're tapping in opposite directions. You need to be able to independently move your hands separate from one another. Anyway, once again, lurkers be leaving because I am not playing the game, so I need to play the game. Quickity said, yup, this takes place after the second case and the DLC case. Exterminator said, good night, Rukov. Go on says, I got my first Persona, nice! I'm trying to remember, that was, Persona 4 you said you were playing, so that would have been, did you get yours before, Yosuke? So yeah, you would have gotten Izanagi, or like you caught your first, like from the shuffle time. Bill said, remember, 2 DLC, 3 for 1, 1 for 2, 5 is the order. I wish there was a mnemonic device to remember that order, because that's very complicated. Like 4 is split between 1. Widow said, because I'm evil. Go on said, breaks, it is fine. Exterminator says, congrats! And Ray says, lurk, thank you for the lurk, Ray, I appreciate it. When Queen Katie says, Chunibyo. Yeah, have you guys ever, I think we talked about this before. A great romance anime, Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions. What he said, bro, Phoenix shrunk. Maybe that's what it is. I guess the logical thing would be that Apollo just had a growth spurt. But yes, let's say that Phoenix shrunk. Widow said, Logan, can I seal me soul for a cat? Sell yours? No, because your cat won't love you if you don't have a soul. That's what cats love about people, your souls.
That is what is at stake in this mock trial, the crown jewel of the school festival.
All right, mock trial.
The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course face off in a simulated court case set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge course student and base our case on that. Of course, since these are high school students, there's a lot of shipping, lots of smut. Highly inappropriate.
Ooh, a one-on-one battle? How thrilling! So, if the student studying to be a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar? But what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so...
There's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for just such a case.
I hope it's Edgeworth. Are we gonna get a cameo by Edgeworth? I want to see Edgeworth come back.
But exactly who it is, well, that is a special surprise.
A famous prosecutor? No, it can't be. Okay, so who is it? Is this gonna be Blackwell?
It's gonna be Blackwell, St. Professor Means. Forgive me for interrupting you and your guests.
Oh, is it Juniper? Oh, wait. So is this how Apollo met Juniper? I can't remember what voice we gave Juniper. I love her little sunflower. She's so adorable. Crap, what voice did we give her?
I think she was just really scared like this all the time. I'm Juniper Woods, a senior in the judge court.
She looks so bold. Good for her. I'm surprised she goes to school. I thought she was hillbilly folk living out in the wilderness with no exposure to modern life.
Professor, the trial will begin shortly, since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech. Would you mind waiting up in the balcony until we're ready for you?
My, how very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold star, too.
Bink. So she's training to be a lawyer? So that means that she and Apollo have stuff in common. That's great. So they're perfect. They should get married immediately. Well, unless this is high school. Wait till she's graduated. I thought she was old enough. I thought we checked her age to make sure she was old enough for Apollo.
But what about Professor Corte? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive.
Wait, hang on. Oh, please don't tell me that Juniper's going to be suspected again. Is she going to be like Maya? Is she going to be suspected of murder every single trial she appears in?
Now then, I trust you will look after our visitors, Juniper.
Yes, of course, Professor Means.
Juniper? Juniper Woods, is that you?
Oh! Then, Athena, I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe.
Wait, you two know each other? Now that's a coincidence. It's almost like there are only about 20 people living in this country at any given time. Let's say how to read some more in the chat, though. Weedle says to Crystal, it's you! Crystal says, it's me! Says his glasses is tiny. Oh, wait, the professor guy, they're like only covering the bridge of his nose. You know what they probably are? They're probably just like two round, perfectly symmetrical zits. We'll have to double check when we see him again. Would have said, oh, brother, this guy takes forever to play the game, and he stinks. Bale said, we all know this. Chris said, why is his eyes like that, though? Quickita said, I love the Gundam hamster on Edgy's shoulder, by the way. I know, it's great. I can't remember which name corresponds to which hamster. Was it Chompy? Who is the big fat one? I miss Gundam Tanaka. Weedle says to Crystal, I thought his eyes were the glasses, they just his eyes. Bale said, you might need to pre-order Vengeance if you're going to buy it. As a pre-order bonus, you get an infinite use healing item for the whole party? Wouldn't that be like crazy overpowered though? Would that ruin the game for me, or would that make it actually better for me to play?
The chunker is Junpei.
Jumpy! Okay! Awesome. I feel bad, though, because actually I found out that Chris Turgliafera was at a convention playing locally here, and I found out about it before, but I forgot about it, and I think I missed it. And I was going to try and go and, pay... Because it wasn't that expensive to, go and meet him and thank him in person for the initial Danganronpa 2 raid that kind of launched this community. But thank you so much for the 10 bits, Wendy. So Jumpy, that's the one. Jumpy. Let's see... Quickita said, Professor Mean's concept art is so goofy with the idea of Greek statues in mind. Well, here's what I worry about with that. I remember seeing a YouTube video of an interview with Joel Schumacher, or maybe it was someone just telling me about it. I can't remember if I actually saw it myself. When he directed the Batman movies after Tim Burton did in the 90s. So he did Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. And one thing people made fun of was the Batman suits that he approved had nipples on them. So Batman and Robin, they had nipples on the outside of their suits. And I guess he claimed that the concept he was going for is he wanted them to look like Greek statues. And well, Greek statues had nipples. So their suits have nipples. So that worries me. I don't want to see his nipples. And I don't think I'm in the wrong for that either. Exterminator says, bro, like Logan, for real, for real. Beowulf said, you also get one that does small damage to all enemies. Weedle said, no, Logan, don't do that. Wait, don't do what? Quick Katie said, we did not need HD Professor Means come. I'll be fine on 3DS. Thank you very much. Weedle said, I'm going to have nightmare tonight. When he said bro's committed to the bit, not anymore. I'm not going to be pulling my cheeks anymore. After that, it started to hurt. Anyway, I should play the game. Again, sorry, I'm in a weird mood tonight. I don't know why. We've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie? Best friends who never see each other. Best friends who don't hang out. Best friends though you forget about me. Best friends though you make me pout. That's our best friend song.
Yes, well, we lived close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together.
I gotta look up what our old Juniper voice was. I don't feel good about this one. Yeah, like a lot. Why wouldn't she look at me? I guess I shouldn't be surprised since we haven't seen each other in a long time. Anyway, Juniper, you can look at me. Look at me, Juniper. Look at Apollo Justice. We're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? And not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today.
Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. There's one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed.
Or did I do like a little voice like this for her? I don't remember. Yes, I'm very sorry. Oh, so yeah, his glass, those are his glasses, they're little tiny. No, yeah, they're two whitehead zits on his nose. And the bridge between them is a scar from a previous one that he popped. I'm very sorry, but it is part of the student curriculum after all. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes. Oh, it's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my place? What? Really? Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Corte as soon as she gets here. No fair. I want to see the mock trial too. Sorry, I'm going to let Apollo pull what little rank he has. Oh, his rank is so little. He should be ashamed of how little his rank has, if it's okay with Professor Means. But of course, Mr. Wright, if that is what you wish. It's settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention. Tisk, being the new kid sure stinks.
If you would please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor.
Bye, Juniper. You're adorable.
October 24th, 2:15 p.m. Themis Legal Academy. If. One first floor waiting room.
Still no Professor Corte. It's been over 30 minutes. And Mr. Wright snoozing away on the sofa. By the way, speaking of school, I've been meaning to ask, like, Howard, for those who have midterms, how are they coming along? I know that Wendy and Extemporaneous, I think you got midterms. I probably shouldn't be reminding you, but I hope they're going well. This is so boring. I should have hidden the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial.
Crash!
Eek! What was that? Why is the waiting room pitch black? Did they not have resources to show the waiting room? Huh?
October 24th. Themis Legal Academy. First floor, hallway.
Athena! I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. If you go running now, they'll think it was you. well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere outside. Oh, well, we better go have a look, seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall. Here's what I love about this game. I don't have to be afraid of going outside, because we're not going to hear that horrible bird sound effect. Okay. Let's see what he said. 'Tis fine, Logan. I love Polly's costume too. Polly just fixing the top of the shirt. Or being like, boy, is it hot in here or is it just me? Widow said, oh brother, I don't like this guy. Quick Kitty said, fun fact, Professor Mean's French name is Felicio Fallacious? Okay, so Felicio, that sounds like felicity, so somebody with luck. And fallacious, that sounds like a fallacy, so it's like false luck, maybe? We could have said, try saying that 5 times fast. Felicio fallacious, Felicio fallacious, Felicio fallacious, Felicio fallacious, Felicio fallacious. You tell me to do something, I will do that thing. Do not underestimate what I am willing to do. October 24th, Themis Legal Academy Outdoor Stage. Is this stage for some sort of concert? It kind of reminds me of a courtroom. I'm getting bad flashbacks to the outdoor stage that was set up in that last chapter of Edgeworth Investigations. What we got? 67th School Festival. Wait, Athena! Behind the witness stand. What? Is it going to be a dead body? Ah! Eek! A dead body! Oh no! Oh no! A dead body has been discovered. Bill said, the answer is 20-hour epilogue added to P3 FES, and it's so bad, I honestly might just watch a playthrough because the gameplay is so boring. A 20-hour epilogue? Whoa. Let's see what he said. I love hearing people talk about their interests. Well, I'm glad that you do. Thank you, Wendy, because I do have an unhealthy interest in Transformers. Quick Katie said, hey, Logan, have you noticed Professor Mean's badge on him? Yeah, I saw the big one here. It was like the Justice Scales, but it was also a face. It was cool. X-Ray says, I agree. I eagerly the day we finally get a Transformers stream. I did unbox a giant one time on stream. I think it was Prince Paul who suggested I do it. Quick Katie said, also, Logan, if you had to pick any official Transformers story to be in, where would you go? Huh. It would probably want to be one of the cartoon series. Be less chance of dying. Well, do I want to be, do I want to be in the cartoon that's safest, or do I want to be in the one that has the coolest characters to hang out with? Because my favorite characters are in the old G1 cartoon. Would I get to be friends with the Transformers, or is it just something I hear about on the news? Because I feel like if it's something I just hear about on the news, that isn't as fun. I need to know these things. Exterminator says, Autobots? Mierda! I thought they were the good guys. It changes everything. I know, it was the IDW comics. Toward the end, they did post-war stuff. They tried to blur the lines by having some Decepticons who were good and some Autobots who were bad. Exterminator says, no wonder Logan kicks puppies. No! Weedle says, gasp. Brib? Crystal said, curse smile. Somebody says, bro reminds me of Brushel. Oh, let's not remember Brushel. Let's look at a dead body instead. Instead of the horrible nightmare of that guy's smile, let's look at a corpse with, okay, that's an arrow sticking out of her, but in the opening animation, she was stabbed with an ice pick, right? And a Bible? Wait, no, that's not a cross. What is that? It's like that's gotta be some like legal symbol, something like that. Professor Corte, can you hear me? Professor, oh, that's why she was like, oh, and she's got bruises on her wrist. Like she was tied up or something? Wait, that's who we were supposed to be meeting with? Phoenix, you were meeting with a dead person? Phoenix, don't have meetings with dead people. It looks like our meeting's been canceled for us. Wouldn't you say so, Athena? Just let the credits roll. Ah, that's a happy ending for all of us. I mean, except for her. She's dead. I'm a terrible person. No way! This can't be real! I'm amazed that Phoenix saw that from all the way over here. I called the police. They should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall too. No, wait. They'll find out soon enough once the police get here. Oh, we got to investigate before the police get here, probably. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? I'm Phoenix Wright. I break the law when I feel like it. It's no big deal. As long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus, ... No, never mind. Anyway, we should look around while the scene's still fresh. But, okay, you're the boss. If the police show up, can I tell them you told me to do crime? I'm gonna present my attorney's badge to you. Oh, a shiny new attorney's badge. Oh, brings back memories. I've heard that countless people live in dread of your pointer finger. Were you really that scary back then, Mr. Wright? Strike one. I've always been just as you see me here. A harmless sheep in wolf's clothing. Strike two. Do you have an old picture of yourself? Wait, never mind. I'm not sure I want to see it. You probably don't have that one hair dangling there, and you probably don't have a vest in your coat. Strike three. You're out. What was that even about? I don't even understand that, but I also like that. Oh, it's a dead body, but we're stopping to just chat. and be little goofballs. I gotta read some more in the chat, speaking of. Exterminator says, how does bro see out of those glasses? I say this is someone who wears glasses. I've never worn glasses myself. I mean, just like prop ones. Do I still have those fake prop ones around here somewhere? I think they're in the other room now. So I don't know. I just assume that if you wear them, they just magically make you see. Exterminator says, did we change the costumes? I forgot. We did. So Phoenix is out of his Feeny costume. Athena's back in her yellow outfit, but we put Apollo back in. Crystal said his eyes and his glasses. Oh, that's a good little face with the text there. Exterminator's laughing. Queen Katie said he did, but then changed back to see if Apollo still fixes his tie. Exterminator says, when they say lawyer in this series, they tend to mean us, the defense lawyers. But yes, prosecutors are technically lawyers. I know, but they're like working with the police half the time. Exterminator says, classic Logan. Oh, 66ers, would you rather? Would you rather have bubble gun that shoots giant 5-foot bubbles or a bathtub-sized pile of Legos? Well, I think probably the bubble gun that shoots giant 5-foot bubbles, because I feel like you could theoretically acquire enough Legos on your own to fill up a bathtub, should you so desire. Should that be a priority in your life? But if it was a priority in my life, I don't think I could find a bubble gun that shoots giant 5-foot bubbles. I think it's probably easier to obtain through regular means, the bathtub pile of Legos. Plus, I don't think it'd be fun to bathe in. I mean, you think of like Scrooge McDuck and his money bin, like diving in, swimming around the money. Imagine that, but Legos. That'd be so freaking painful. I mean, you'd break your neck and die on the money anyway, but assuming you could. Because like, if stepping on one Lego is painful, imagine bathing in Legos. Extemporaneous, why do you want me to bathe in Legos? It won't even clean me, it'll just hurt. And Go On says, Persona Q2. Okay, that's what it was, right? And I don't even know what genre that game is, but I just miss those characters from Persona 4. Would have said, oh, did you guys hear about Pokemon Legends Z to A? I did, I'm excited, because I mentioned last time, Pokemon X was the first Pokemon game I ever beat. And so I have like a fond attachment to it, although I guess the entire game, they're saying the whole thing takes place in Lumiose City. So that'll be interesting to see. It better be a bigger city than it was in Pokemon XY. Also, if later on, if we get more people here, I do need to talk more about, even though I've talked at great length in the Discord already, about that Willy Wonka experience. It is like, it's been in my brain. Oh, and AMC approves. How you doing, AMC? I just saw that up here. Welcome, AMC. How you doing? I gotta have a sip of water here. I'm so sorry that when we rated you, it looked like I wasn't following you anymore. I honestly don't know how that happened. I am like 99.9% sure I had followed you before. And so now I'm worried that like other people, I might have somehow been auto unfollowed. But how you doing, AMC? And yes, we need to talk I was actually tempted yesterday to convene a special Wednesday Just Chatting stream strictly for the purposes of discussing that, because I am endlessly fascinated by it. I wish I was like rich and famous and had like cultural sway so that I could like interview or talk to or meet the guy who played the Willy Wonka character, the Oompa Loompa girl, because my heart goes out to them. Because in fact, I need to tell you guys sometimes, one of these days, some of the like horror stories of acting jobs that I've done. None are like crazy bad. None are like as bad as that. But I mean, when you're just a working actor, you get booked on a lot of gigs where it's like, here's something, it's really lame, but you need a paycheck, so do this stupid thing. I mean, I don't do like adult stuff or inappropriate stuff, but some of it is just kind of, you gotta do what you gotta do. And so I feel for those guys. And the girl, like, other than the one picture where she looked really bored behind the chemistry set, if you see people posting videos, she's being like so sweet with the little kids and seems to be trying so hard. And that guy, to his credit, he memorized in one day 15 pages of AI generated gibberish. So like those peeps are my heroes. I want to meet them. I want to be friends with them. I'm just fascinated by the whole thing. But okay, sorry. Maybe I should start doing like a once a month. Would you guys tune in for a once a month Just Chatting stream here? In fact, I don't think there's a lot of people here, but I want to do a poll. And I want to ask, would you tune in for a once a month Just Chatting stream? Yeah? Nah. We'll let this poll go for a while. We'll let it go a full 5 minutes, no additional votes, because I want to know what you guys think about that. Because I'm kind of tempted to do it, because there are things I want to talk about. All right, anyway. I should ask Phoenix if he has any ideas, even though we haven't looked at the crime scene yet. In addition to checking the body, we should also check the area around it, because bodies are often killed in the areas around them. I understand basic spatial awareness. But we don't have much time. Check only what you can. Nervous, Athena? Yes! I mean, no! Apollo didn't bat an eye at the alderman's body during that case in Ninetales Vale. I can't let him show me up. I can do this. Just take a deep breath and focus. About the murder. Although I don't think she was killed out here. In the opening animation, looked like she was killed in a school hallway. But I actually don't know how much of that was like literal and how much of what we saw was figurative. So Professor Corte was... Yup, the professor I was here to meet with. Turns out she wasn't running late after all. And yet she is still the late professor. We have fun at dead people's expense here. How awful! I don't mean the murder, I mean your joke. And you, Phoenix Wright, you're an awful person. She was lying dead and we thought she was late. What was that you were saying before, boss? You never finished. Oh, that. Don't worry, I'll fill you in later. Every one of these games has to have something that we don't talk about till the end. But right now, let's focus on the investigation, okay? Okay, sure. The suspense is killing me. Okay, I guess we gotta actually investigate now. Examine stuff. Are we able to move around? I wanna see it. Let's see. Ooh, nice. Ooh, fancy. Okay, we'll start from this perspective and see what we can look at. Oh, wrong button. Go back. We gotta do this one. Yeah. Aw, look around. So let's look at the sign first. I want to start with the least suspicious things and work our way up. Since we have limited time, this will be the way that we'll get to see the most amount of stuff. We should start by studying the body. I wonder what's the best angle for this. Oh, wait. So it's not going to let me just click whatever I want? Okay, I guess we have to change angles. You going to let me... Can I look at any of these things? No, I can't just click whatever I want. We just start by studying the body. Okay. But well, look at this stuff. There looks like there's suspicious looking rubble back there. And it looks like a broken statue. Okay, look at the body. I guess I really do have to examine the body. Well, time to get my fingerprints all over the crime scene. I guess I better get used to stuff like this if I want to be a full-fledged lawyer. Okay, so first we'll look at her little book here. What do we have here? A book? I'm guessing it fell out of her chest. Pocket. Books don't come out of chests unless the books are made of milk, which I believe books are not made out of. Wait, what if it's her diary? That's the most private thing a girl has. True, but considering the situation at hand, my apologies to the late Professor Corte. No, don't! 22nd, routine report. Need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. 23rd, met with Hugh about that report yesterday. Asterisk, important. 24th, 9 a.m., prep for mock trial, final confirmation. 1 p.m., meet with Mr. Wright about training seminar. 2 p.m., mock trial begins. 1:30 p.m., get murdered. Looks more like a planner than a diary. Every page seems to have the same sword marked on it at that. Oh, I bet this will be something important later. Like there'll be a page torn out, but the sword will be pointing the wrong way, and so it'll be written like upside down or something like that. Why else would we draw attention to it? I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case. Corte's planner added to the Corte record. Constant Corte's planner. A sword emblem is printed on the cover and on each page. See, it's important. Okay, so we're obviously going to look at the arrow. We're going to look at the bruises on her. Can we look at her bright pink shoes? Notice anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath and then take a good look. Well, now that you mention it, this body is dead. There's no blood around it. Oh, that's actually clever. So that's how we know that she wasn't killed here. And I'm glad that that's how we know, as opposed to in AI, the Somnium Files, when one of the things was, well, when a person dies, the person empties their bowels, his poop isn't here, so he was moved here. So this is just the blood. Now it looks like 5 people voted yeah for 100%. So I may start doing that. I may start having like a once a month just chatting stream. Anyway, I should read some more in the chat. I've been ignoring y'all. Let me have a sip of water and I'll read the chat. See, Exterminator says, Logan wants his excuse to see Chie. I just need to make sure that she and Protagonist are happily married now, that they have a wonderful, good life together. And if they encounter any problems, I will get them whatever counseling they need to make it work. I'm invested in their relationship. Quick Katie said, also, I have a fun fact coming up depending on if we get to that scene soon enough tonight. Spoiler, we won't get to any scenes tonight. Gohan said, you did! Exterminator says, older Phoenix just got that Riz. Extemporaneous. Are you saying Phoenix Wright is a Rizzler? Quick Katie said, a huge crime is that apparently Corte does not have concept art on the wiki. Well, to be fair, she just dies. I don't know if you really gotta have concept for a dead person that much. Weedle says, it looks goated, but we know nothing but Megas and a Legends game. Ooh, baby, I'm excited about it. I am too. I hope it's good. I want it to be good. I want to revisit that world from, was it the Talos region from X and Y? Exterminator says, Logan as mean smile is fascinating. Quick Katie said, hee 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 hee. Weedle said, I vote we kick Logan off the island. Okay. Should I just leave then? Is that what? Exterminator says, maybe not you, Logan, but teachers who are truly passionate for their kids will do nothing to get good guest lectures, especially in uni. I assume you mean anything. Said, dexterity stream when? That's mad cool. I can't finger wave. And quote number 54, when in doubt, let a rat out. Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, November 4th, 2023. Quick Katie said, wah-ha-ha-ha. Weedle said, if I make a game, I'm making you kick a dog and giving you the game for free and guilt trip you into playing it. I think it'd be fun to try and like make a game in like RPG Maker on stream one time, but I would have to like really familiarize myself with how to use that program first. Quick Kitty said, Judy, you gave Junie the nasally weak voice because she was sick. Is that kind of like what I did there?
Kind of the nasally sort of voice like this. Was that her voice?
Exterminator says, oh, new game like Oliver Twist child voice. That's right, I switched to that. That's what it was. That's what it was. I started nasally and then I switched to an orphan like that. Yes, thank you. It says, please, sir, a little more gruel, thank you. Quick Katie says, also, have I shown you Junie's concept art? I don't know if you showed me hers. I'd love to see it. Exterminator says, song stream when? Oh, and Exterminator's with a clip. We'll come back. I'll watch that clip in a minute, but I probably should get back to the game for a little bit and look at this body. There's no blood around the body. Yet the victim's body is cold and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Corte was murdered. Thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial. Wait, then doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Ooh, I know! The killer moved the body here while everyone was in the lecture hall. That's a definite possibility. Notice anything else? Her arms are raised over her head, and there are dark bruises around her wrist. I was gonna click on those separately, because I noticed those before you, Athena. Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something. Eventually, her wrists were unbound, and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed. Wait, what? No. Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory. There's not exactly a lot to go on. Although I guess it'd be funny if that ends up being what happened. Okay, so that's the whole body. The whole body was one thing. We also gotta click the arrow. Now she has stand powers like in JoJo. Ugh, there's an arrow stuck in her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds? This is a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands. A murder here? So that makes this arrow the murder weapon. Well, that and the bow that shot it. Right, but where could the killer have shot her from? The stage is a sea of obstructions. Well, again, we just established from looking at the body, she was killed elsewhere and brought here. I'm no expert on archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around. Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow? I'm not sure. Guess we better do some investigation into that. Let's go stab some people with arrows. Let's find out before jumping to conclusions. Arrow added to the court record. The arrow that pierced the victim's side. It is stained with blood. Are we done? I think we're done. Let's check out this clip that Extemporaneous clipped. I wanna see what it is. Extemporaneous made a clip and loaded it up into the clip viewer. So we can all watch it together on the stream. As always, first clip of the night takes just a little bit longer to load up than subsequent clips will. This clip is title. Oh, it's got a long title. It's a lot of emotes. Crap, it's such a long title, like it's going off the screen. I'm gonna have to copy this title into a text file and paste it so that I can just see what it is. The full thing is, this needs to be a Billboard Top 10 now? Oh, it's probably gonna be that dumb little song I was just singing. Okay, let's pop this up onto the clip viewer and let's watch it. Oh, and I gotta resize it back to normal. There we go. Each other since we were kids, we're like best friends, right, Junie? Best friends who never see each other, best friends who don't hang out, best friends though you forget about me, best friends though you make me pout. It's a song with a sad ending. No need. Thank you for the clip, extemporaneous. I appreciate that. Except says midterms. It's okay. Spring break is soon. But I think Wendy said midterms went well. So Gressa, yeah, she said one of them. At least one of them. She got a 92. That's fantastic. I know my spring break was always like leading up to Easter. It was always the week leading up to Easter. I think Easter's on the 31st of March this year. So mine wouldn't be for a while. When's your spring break? Queen Katie said, of course, you get to be buddies with the Transformers. Okay, well then, it's the G1 through. Probably branch off into the Japanese version because they had more interesting stuff than G1's US rebirth. You know what? That doesn't matter. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. But yes, I want to be friends with them. X-Ray says, what did Brushel ever do to you? He was Brushel. That's enough. X-Ray says, ooh, that's the professor. Ooh, Queen Katie's Phoenix. Ha ha ha. I was a total loser. X-Ray says, give old Scrooge some credit. Bro's been through some things. He has. Did you know that, like, canonically, in Disney canon, at least one of them, did you know Scrooge McDuck is dead? Like, he's dead. Because, like, the original, like, Uncle Scrooge comic books took place in like, very specific years. And so, like, the life and times of Scrooge McDuck, he was born in a specific year. It was, like, turn of the century, 19th to 20th century type of stuff. And then, yeah, he's dead. Scrooge McDuck is canonically, am I saying that right? Dead. So I just want you to remember that. Keep that in mind. Let me read 2 more comments. We'll be back in the game. Exterminator says, I just mean it as a storage place. You didn't have to bathe in it. I mean, you could build Transformers out of the Legos. That's true, but maybe I want to bathe in my Transformers. Weedle says, it was mine too. And there's AMC with the approval again. Welcome, AMC. How are you? Let's play some game now. I think we're about to find out from the body I think that's about all we're going to find out from the body for now. Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50. And vomit. We should probably take a picture of the crime scene just in case. Okay, I'm on it. Snap. Say cheese! Here, let me get one where I'm in there. Okay, and then we do duck lips. Let me do stick on a tongue. Let me do like, you know, doing like this to the camera or something. I don't know. A lot of people flip off the camera, but I don't do that because I'm nice. And I thought I was the one with, oh, cheese. And I thought I was the one with a twisted sense of humor. I think that should do it. All right, let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive. This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Let's say pending something of Love Rocks campus? Pending, I can't tell what that says. Destruction, maybe? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll take a closer look and see. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that from that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. There were 2? Then that thing over there is the remains of another statue? This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. Okay, wow, they're really forcing me to look at only things. Okay. Oh! It's red and the other one's blue. They're gonna be statues of Edgeworth and Phoenix. I betcha. Although Edgeworth probably doesn't stand like that. His coat's maybe fancier. Maybe they made the red one Phoenix. Actually, you know what that kind of reminds me of? The stance reminds me of Clavier Gavin. Wouldn't he would have had a belt visible like that. Are we gonna see Clavier? Are the Gaviners gonna make a return? Well, let's look at the statue first, and then we'll check out the newspaper thing down there. Wonder what this was a statue of. Whatever it was reddish purple in color. That's Edgeworth color. Well, when Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. And we know it's not Apollo, even though he has a reddish thing, because he doesn't wear a jacket. He just has like a vest, right? I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to this stage. I hope we're gonna see Edgeworth. You mean this duffel bag looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? I guess that just leaves the question, were they broken by accident or on purpose? What a puzzle this is. An objectionable puzzle. There's something buried in the rubble. The Themis Herald? Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read what we can. All right, get a close up. Pending, Declaration of Love rocks campus. It's not pending destruction of Love Rock campus. It's pending declaration of love rocks campus. It's the door. Oh, it looks Juniper. Oh crap. She can't be a murderer. Oh, except, yeah, because this takes place before chapter 1. So she can't be a murderer. But that means one of these two people. Either this guy down here who's very stern, wears his glasses, he's probably very studious and very serious. Or the little chubby cheek baby faced man. Yeah, he probably did a murder. Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. Is she just breaking everybody's heart? So both these guys want her, but her heart belongs to Apollo. I didn't know she was such a heartbreaker. And why is this in the school newspaper? Why is the front page headline, I assume front page, about like romance gossip? Anyway, Xamaria says, Logan, Willy Wonka, Oompa Loompa stream went, if I could like get in touch somehow and do a stream interview with that Willy Wonka, Oompa Loompa lady, I would totally do that. Weedle said, but I'm going to sleep. I am eepy. I don't know why. So bye, fun. Good night, Weedle. Thank you so much for being here. You probably can't hear me, but sleep well. I appreciate you hanging out. Quick Kitty said, I'm just glad nobody got murdered at the Willy Wonka thing, to be honest. I would never take my child to that thing knowing what it truly is. I mean, I think you can say the same with most things, most bad things. We can always say, at least nobody was murdered there. Unless it's a thing where somebody was murdered, then you can't say that. It says, note, I am childless, but I would still not take one there. It would be disappointing. It'd be so sad. I saw a photo somebody posted of a little kid who was dressed in full Oompa Loompa cosplay. Like, looked like the actual Gene Wilder era movie Oompa Loompas, like with the face paint and the hair, like done up all that. Just giving like a double thumbs down. And poor kid, he was probably like a super fan for this, but I mean, I guess it's maybe a good lesson to teach kids, say like, hey, sometimes we try new things, we go to a place and we find out it's not as fun as we hoped, I guess. Widow says yes. Queen Katie says yes. Exterminator says I agree. That would get a child command from me. It says yes, once a month. AMC says podcast, just chatting. Well, wouldn't I have to like record it and then release it? Because that's the whole thing with podcast, is their broadcast. The word podcast is like from broadcast, but on an iPod originally, back when that was like a thing. So I'd have to like release it that way, I believe. Exterminator says, I'm so hyped. Weedle says, and I'm extemporaneous. You're the new Weedle. So for the night, so do what I got to do. Beat Gotta. Exterminator says, nods in total understanding. Good night, Weedle. Exterminator says, fun dip, fuga, puppy kicker. Oh, you hear that, Weedle? Extemporaneous as your proxy mentioned Fuga 3 times. That's another 3 months. Another 3 months. Push back because of that. Okay, let's read more about this torrid love affair. It's poor sweet Juniper. She's cute too. Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student. Okay, so he's obviously the lawyer course, the stern, serious one, and he's a prosecutor. Oh, and they even have the same like color scheme as Phoenix and Edgeworth. He's mostly blue, he's mostly red. I don't think these two could be the statues because neither of them are wearing the type of coat that we saw at the bottom of that bust. We'll go head to head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. I don't like anything about this newspaper article. So that makes sense. So one of them is the murderer, and the idea is they left the body here to be found during the mock trial, so the mock trial would give them an alibi. Although, like, they've got to know that people would be able to figure out time of death type of stuff, right? Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins. Okay, so one of these is Hugh O'Connor. Oh, and the teacher said she had to meet with Hugh O'Connor. We got to give him an Irish accent for O'Connor. Wait, what? I seriously wish I hadn't read that. You find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body? But we're talking about my friend Junie here. She'd never lead guys on like that. And guys would never love her.
guy should love me instead.
Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? This article is clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it. You're right, but it's still disturbing, even if it's third-rate tabloid material.
Themis Herald added to the court record a school paper with a malicious scoop on an alleged love triangle involving Junie. Ooh.
Who's this? I don't know. Probably the means guy.
Mr. Right, Athena.
Oh, here comes it's Apollo. Here comes Apollo. I've never seen anyone move so fast. Huff. Listen, something big happened. I was in the mock trial when the police announced a body had been found on campus. That's right. That's right. We're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Corte dead behind the witness stand over there. What? Can you show me? Ever since I started finding bodies, I've started to crave them. Huh? What the? We've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely a homicide. Once the police get here, no. I know it's a homicide. I'm shocked because it's the same. Exactly the same? Ooh. Oh, you know what I bet it is? Because they had a mock trial in there that was all made up. I bet in the mock trial, it was probably a fake murder. And the murder victim was probably found like this. I bet that's what. Let's make sure that we're saving periodically. Got to remember to do that. And I see Queen Katie has another clip. Hang on, let's load this clip up into the clip viewer so that we can watch this one all together on stream as well. For just a quick moment. We'll be back to the game in a minute. This clip is simply titled Phoenix Why? Let's go ahead and take a look. Yup, the professor I was here to meet with. Turns out she wasn't running late after all. And yet she is still the late professor. We have fun at dead people's expense here. How awful! I don't mean the murder, I mean your joke. And you, Phoenix Wright, you're an awful person. She was lying dead. Yup. I think that's a fair estimation of how things go in this universe. Thank you for the clip. AMC says, milk books. Yeah, AMC, have you ever had a book made of milk? I don't think so. Exterminator says, Logan is a Rizzler confirmed. I wish. I feel like if I was a Rizzler, I'd have like girls, kicking down the door to spend time with me, but that does not happen. Exterminator says, ad quote, you really don't have to have concept for a... Wait, you really don't have to have concept for a dead person that much? Am I reading that wrong? How did I say that? You really don't have to have concept. Oh, concept art. That's what it was, concept art for a dead person that much. That's what it was. And then quote number 43. Nobody told me I was gonna have to guide babies through bear traps. Bramble the Mountain King, May 5th, 2023. Exterminator says, ooh, Logan Game Jam stream when? You make a game jam, we make the games, you play and judges. I would love that. If you guys want to make games, I would love to play all your games. I just feel like that's the type of thing that would need like a bigger community than we would have to have like enough submissions for, but I'd love to do something like that. Quick Katie said, I need to figure out how to get the audio from the clips and make an animatic highlight reel. Well, I mean, if you have like a basic video editing software, I know that you can like separate the audio from the video and then just like do your drawings and things. So here's what I use Adobe Premiere, but I think there are probably other just as good things. And so then, yeah, you create your images, use them as image files, import those in as the visuals. I would think. I've never made an animatic. I wish I could make an animatic. And I should, I'll read one more comment. We'll get going. Quick Ariel says, what I'm researching that during the stream right now. Oh, an animatic? Report back if you find out some stuff. I'd love to hear more about that. Let's us for right now research this dead body. Or not. Okay, we're away from it. Whoa there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean. It's the same. The body, that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial. What? It's like the mock trial? I know, it sounds crazy, but the body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood. So, the good news then, if this is just like in the mock trial, this murder is educational. It's to teach the students whatever lesson the mock trial taught them. So it's okay to do a murder as long as people are learning things. It's all exactly like the mock trial. You're kidding, right? It can't really all be the same, can it? Oh, we can hear sirens. Fulbright's gonna be here. Can't wait to see Fulbright. Because it's gonna be Fulbright. Because every game you can only have one police officer every time. I guess you can have Officer Mike Meekins as well.
October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall.
The whole school is in an uproar. There won't be any more classes today. A murder on campus. That's the last thing I expected a legal academy. I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until you've spoken with the police. Yes, boss. Sigh. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay still at times like these. I hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing. There she is. Now we can remember that she's a little British orphan.
Ah, Athena. Athena. There you are.
Junie, am I glad to see you? I was worried that...
Don't worry about me. I am student council president after all. I need to be strong.
She's student council president? She lives in the mountains. She's like a completely different character than the one we saw at the beginning. Student council president? Wow, I am impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy. Juniper, was it? Mind if we ask you a few questions here? Let me take your hand. Good to meet you, Juniper. Yeah, Apollo Justice and Juniper gonna be making babies in the future. Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's really not much to do, so go ahead, you two, make babies or whatever. Xeria says, yeah, actually, I really enjoyed the Scrooge McDuck comics, as well as the DuckTales spin-off show that was recently made. I need to watch more of that. I saw like the first episode or two. I had mixed feelings about some of it. I thought the casting of it was great. You had David Tennant as Scrooge McDuck. Xeria says, 50 Shades of Pale. That's like 50 Shades of Grey, except instead of like scandalous, extremely sexual stuff happening, it's just all shyness and meekness from across the room. Queen Katie said, okay, I think I figured something out. I can download clips via sharing. So if I can turn them into audio, I can use them for animatic. Hee. Actually, it says Logan animatic, Coolio, or Queen Katie animatic. Either way, I love me some animatics. Queen Katie said, I'm a tie between Logan dressed as the Hey characters or just the actual characters themselves. I would say the characters themselves. That's me personally. I would enjoy seeing that. But I would love to see this then. Oh, there's Meowrick saying Oompa Loompa cosplay. Meowrick, how are you doing? Yes, Meowrick, we were talking about, I'm assuming that you've seen, because like I hope everybody has seen the Willy Wonka experience stuff that's been going on like in the news. It's crazy and I love it. I mean, it's awful because I feel bad for the kids, but it's also just like so awful. You know what it is? It's like when you see something so bad, you just want to see more of it. It's kind of like, have you guys heard of the movie The Day the Clown Cried? It is a movie that was made by Jerry Lewis. It was supposed to be his like magnum opus, his artistic crowning masterpiece, according to himself, that he was putting into it. But it was just like the most kind of awful concept. The movie was made, but then it was like shelved, vaulted away. The concept was that Jerry Lewis, the famous comedian actor Jerry Lewis, was playing a clown in World War II Nazi Germany, whose job, he was hired by the Nazis to basically entertain and amuse the small children in like camps like Auschwitz, to guide them into the gas chambers to be murdered. So it's like, it's awful. It's like such a dark concept. But it was supposed to be this big, like, artistic thing. And very few people have ever seen it. Harry Shearer from The Simpsons, the voice of, like, Principal Skinner, and he's one of the few people who've seen it. And he just described it as, like, the perfectly wrong, or like a perfect wrong object. Something like that. I can't remember how he described it. But Jerry Lewis did die a few years back. And apparently, I guess whatever it's vaulted away in the Library of Congress or something, I think there's a copy of it, is going to be finally available to the public within like a few years or something. And it's probably awful. It's probably one of the worst movies ever made. but I want to see it so bad, just out of morbid curiosity. But, okay, let's play some game. On that topic of dying children in the Holocaust, let's get back to this game.
Sure, what would you like to know?
Oh, well, first we're going to present you stuff. Like, check out my attorney's badge. I'm a lawyer, Juniper.
That's your returnee's badge, isn't it? I really envy you, you know. That gold sunflower really suits you.
Oh, she sees it as a sunflower. Oh, that's adorable. Thanks, but I know you'll make a fabulous judge someday, June. Oh, so she's going to be a judge. So she probably wrote the script for the things. That's why the two lawyers were competing against each other. Craps, that's going to make her a suspect, huh? Because they say, well, you wrote this and this is what happened.
Thank you, but even if I become a judge, I'll never have one of those sunflower badges. And I am legally required by the country of Japanifornia to grow out a beard. I can't do it naturally, so these little twirlies on the side of my head, I'm trying to grow them down and tie them into a little chin strap.
Wait, so she only envies me for the badge? Okay, look at the book.
Athena, you know it's against school rules for you to have such things in your possession. As student council president, I'm afraid I'll have to confiscate that. Hand it over, please.
But this is important evidence.
Oh, well, then I suppose we can make an exception just this once, and every other just once for future things you present to me that the game does not have unique dialogue for.
Wow, she's one tough law and order type president, all right. She's like a completely different character than the one we saw at the beginning. Athena, okay, against school rules, law and order, blah, blah, blah. And try this. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's...
Sorry, but I couldn't help reading it. You always were popular with the guys. Well, she is cute.
That's not true. I was never.
You just didn't realize it, but that made you even more irresistible. It's been 7 years, but I still remember how all the boys wanted to be near you. Yeah, I bet you used to get all excited when a guy handed you a love letter. You know, Apollo, hand her a love letter. Right now, Apollo, you need to marry her, Apollo. I gotta read some more in the chat, and I need a sip of water. Let's see. Queen Katie said, aren't there live podcasts nowadays? I guess there are. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned. The only podcast I really listen to is Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, and that's just released the old-school way. Exterminator says, podcasts can be on Twitch, so I guess maybe. Exterminator says, says negative, opposite, no, not, don't, add more months. Wait, because of the Fuga thing. Exterminator says, add quote, ever since I started to find bodies, I start to crave them. Exterminator says, so what you are saying is if you were a Rizzler, your life would be a harem anime? No, it wouldn't be a harem anime, because here's the difference between what my life would be and what a harem anime. In a harem anime, you have the protagonist, and you have lots of girls wanting to get with him, and he's like, oh, I can't pick, or oh, I'm oblivious, or oh, I gotta run away from them. My life would be, oh, there's a bunch of girls who want to be with me. I pick one, and then I have a girlfriend, and then I'm happy. That's the difference. It wouldn't be entertaining to watch. There'd be no funny shenanigans. There would just be happiness. Exterminator says, not Logan smiling for the sirens. Said, being student council president in anime means you are like a god. Quick Katie said, Logan, I beg of you, double check the ages, sir? Like in the court record, you mean? Okay, so Apollo Justice, 23. Oh, we can even read Athena's comments on them. A lawyer who's been at the agency since before I joined. I'm not going to do her voice for this, I just want to read it. He has an amazing ability to spot lies through people's tells. Phoenix Wright, age 34, the lawyer who owns the agency. I owe him for giving me the chance to become a full-fledged lawyer. Trucy Wright, age 16, Mr. Wright's darling daughter. She wants to be a famous magician someday. Aristotle Means, age 45, a lawyer course professor at the academy. His smile is somewhat scary. Constance Corte, age 47, the professor who invited Mr. Wright here. She was a judge course lawyer.
until she became the victim of this case.
Juniper Woods, age 18, a senior in the judge course. She's a good friend, and I've known her since childhood. Okay, so if she's 18 and a senior, then this is a high school. But that's fine. If she's 18 and Apollo is 23, that's fine. They can get married. I give their union my blessing. They are now married in my mind. Or was there some other age I was supposed to check? It's fine. They can get married. Totally acceptable. See, yeah. And then got really bummed out when he'd say, hey, could you give this to Juniper for me? Oh, he's saying it to Athena. Then she got all excited. Ah, ha, 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 yeah. Apollo, do that right now. Arg, how'd he know? I'm sure it was just a lucky guess, but why did it have to be Apollo of all people? Okay, so now we can actually talk to her about real things. Oh, wait, no, not walk, not move, sorry. Talk. Not walking, talking, Juniper Woods. I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been, 7 years or so?
Yes, and I remember how you were always there for me, Athena.
Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask you why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Thena? I liked it better that way. I felt like we were sisters, you know.
Yes, but I'm student council president now. And the student representative of Themis Legal Academy. I have to act properly.
Also, I noticed something. The costume that we gave Athena last time was listed as her Themis Academy school uniform, but it was white. These are black costumes. This is the type of costume. It should just be like paste Athena's head on top of this costume. I am disappointed in that. She was never this stiff and formal before. I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. I hope we see her like morph into the very sweet Juniper that we saw at the beginning of the game. It's such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot.
Yes, and Professor Corte had been in charge of it until, well, you know, death.
Oh, right. Professor Corte was the professor in charge of Junie's course.
Constance Corte.
What sort of teacher was Professor Corte?
If I had to sum her up in a single word, I'd say dead. I say she was amazing. A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used to say, used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law.
What's wrong with your school? What did you mean by that? And wow, everybody's calling this a dark age of law. This is like just a couple of years since the last game. Is this all because of the jury system? The jury system was a good idea.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Ooh, dramatic black background. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice?
Professor Corte chose my script for the mock trial.
Oh, you mean if all the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours was the one she selected? That's amazing, Junie!
Oh, thank you. But now Professor Corte is... Oh, who would do such a thing? Just yesterday, we were working together, trying to get things ready.
Oh, crap, she's dying of tuberculosis again.
Excuse me, I have a really bad case of dying.
Oh, I forgot she's got her inhaler from the sunflower. Are you all right, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. Oh, and you can even hear her breathing. There's your ASMR. If you've ever wanted to hear an asthmatic young girl breathe into a sunflower. One more. And done. So she's still got that cough. Guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be. All right, I gotta read a few more comments to the chat, though, because everybody says, Logan says, yes, she's in the judge track. She said that before. I must have missed that. Said, I wonder what badge Judgy has. I think Judgy has it emblazoned on his chest under his robe. Not even a tattoo, it's just an actual badge stitched into his flesh. His rippling, ripped biceps and pectorals. See, I think I've become desensitized to it. Because that's like the third Tomcat tonight. I'm sorry that one didn't scare me. Crystal, I'm sorry, Crystal, because you always scare me so much. But I've been scared too many times tonight. But thank you for the Tomcat. I guess that means I do need to read some more in the chat. But thank you for trying, Crystal. I do appreciate that you try to make not make me miserable. Being scared is miserable, but that you do those things to me. Quick Eddie said black uniforms in the school are the judges' course. Oh, and so then does that mean that the lawyer students have blue ones and the prosecutor ones have red ones? Then why was Athena's white? It should be like blue, right? Right, because she's a defense lawyer. Exterminator says, oh yeah, you never played Miles Edgeworth Investigations 2, did you, Logan? No, I didn't. I want to because apparently Penny Nichols makes a cameo in it. And I miss Penny Nichols. Quick Katie said, also, I just realized, how long is Junie's hair actually? It looks short/medium-ish here, but then she has those long pigtail braids later on. Well, I mean, it's shoulder length. This little bit here, can you see my cursor? Looks like, I don't know, that might be something tied off. So maybe it's like braided down. We'll have to wait till we see her from behind. If she is our client again, then she'll probably testify. And if we get a wide shot from the stands, we should pay attention to her hair. We should check. Quick Katie said, Logan, if you're ever up for podcast Rex, I have a favorite one. Hee hee. I mean, maybe I need to get caught up in Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, because here's the thing. I used to listen to it before the pandemic, like every day going to work and every day that I'd go to the gym. And then for like a year with lockdown stuff, I didn't listen to it. I got behind. And I found out since then that going to work and going to the gym is just enough to stay caught up. So I'm still about a year behind. Like, I'm listening to podcasts from episodes from last March. And so I need to find a way to like have more time for podcast listening as it is. Exterminator says podcast tier list stream when he's catching up. Am I catching up? Okay, well then I guess I better play the game a little bit if I'm catching up. The mock trial. Why do you need a script in a showdown between lawyer and prosecutor? Well, I'm guessing it's not like a script in the sense of like the prosecutor says this, the defense attorney says this. It's probably just like, here's what it is, here's what the evidence is, here's what the witnesses will say when asked certain types of questions.
Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as a framework. All the details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, a murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence.
Wow, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready.
Yes, well, it was only Professor Corte and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial getting leaked. Crap.
That means she's going to be the suspect. Because if they were supposedly the only two who knew about the details of the trial, those would be the only two capable of masterminding a murder meant to look like. So somebody is intentionally framing her. But who would do that? Because it's probably going to be one of those other two kids. And if they both really do like her, why would they frame her for murder? Unless maybe it's going to be like our creepy little buddy in AI, the Somnium Files. It'll be the defense attorney, and he'll have framed her so that he can then defend her and get her acquitted and be like her hero, her knight in shining armor, not knowing that Apollo is going to be the one that actually, like, saves her. Unless maybe Professor Means can be the murderer, because he's a means man.
We were the only ones in the entire school who knew all of the details.
Must have been a big pain in the... that must have been really difficult.
I wrote the script so that the case could go either way. That way, the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning.
Okay, this is probably going to be one of the two guys who has a crush on her. So, I don't know. I'll just read it normal until we see him. If you think that's all she's capable of, you've got another thing coming. Huh? Who said that? Oh, he's wearing the little, it's the things that Shido had in Persona 5. The little things that force you to just stand normally. They work out your muscles. And they've got their own badges too. He's got a really big badge. He's got a little badge. What is this big thing he's carrying? Okay, so I hope they stick with a color scheme that would make him the defense attorney and him the prosecutor, but maybe it's the other way around. Also, I'm trying to decide what these things are on his headband up there. Okay, so let's see if they've already shown up in our court record yet. Nope. So I don't know which one. Whichever one's Hugh O'Connor needs to be like Irish or Scottish or something like that, even though Mia was technically having that voice in the very first Ace Attorney game. But we don't have Maya to channel her Booba Ghost anymore. Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script. She gave an award-winning performance as an offended man! I think I found a rival to my cords of steel.
Hugh, Robin, are you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely.
Okay, so are we gonna... I want to find out what this guy's name is before we say too many of his lines. You're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. That'd be you two, Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes. Yep, I'm Athena Sykes. And I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. Oh, so he's Hugh O'Connor. I am studying to be a lawyer. The name's Hugh O'Connor. Adjust me glasses. But some call me Mr. Perfect because I never score less than 100% on tests. Ugh, most pretentious introduction ever. And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket or what? Yeesh. Oh, so maybe he is the guy in the bust that we saw, because I had a hand in his pocket. Let me be the first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introduction. Sorry. Now here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a prosecutor like the really cool guy that nails the bad guys. Ah, no! Where's the sincerity? So he makes pottery too. And what's that brace-like contraption for? Judy sure has some unusual friends. Let me read some more comments to the chat. Chris with quote number 47. We're at the final boss and I'm still learning basic control to this game? Persona 5 Reload, September 4th, 2023. Quote number 31. Oh, quote cooldown. There we go. Quote number 31. This isn't whimsical murder. This is dark murder. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, January 21st, 2022. Exterior says, not Apollo coming for Athena. Queen Katie said, okay, double checked her wiki. Her hair is the same length, braided and unbraided. Athena's costume is a female defense course uniform. Okay. If you say so. We better see somebody else in that uniform then to confirm. Exterminator says, I think Queen... Oh, actually, I should have checked the opening animation. I bet we would have seen some in that uniform, so never mind. It's probably my fault. Exterminator says, I think Queen Katie just mentioned that only judges get black uniforms. It says, do you think Judgy will be the guest speaker for, like, Juniper's judges class? Oh, that'd be fantastic. I would love that. Exterminator says, Logan breathing ASMR stream when? Okay. Is that what people want? Is that what will make people love me? Crystal said Logan noises ASMR stream. I'd be like, is that what people want? Meowrick says, yeah, when, Logan? I don't know, as soon as I figure out how to do actual ASMR. Oh crap, I am actually almost catching up. I should play a little bit more in the game.
These two were the lawyer and prosecutor in today's mock trial. And even though I wrote this script, I also played the part of the defendant.
Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor take the course, prosecutor course. Okay, so Newman has got to be the hot-blooded prosecutor, so he's the level-headed defense attorney. So I was right, the color is matched. So he's blue like Phoenix and he's red like Edgeworth. We'll go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. like her black uniform. I feel like he seems more endearing from the get-go, and he seems more suspicious, but maybe they'll do a little flip on us. Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly have a thing for Junie? Oh, I just noticed the splatters on his headband are on his pants too. Is he like an art student? Maybe he should be full on Scotch.
Ah, Juniper, come on. Your role's way beyond just that.
That's right! The mock trial's just the start! She's also in the school festival's main event! Live on stage, Juniper wins! And the crowd goes bananas! Whoa!
What am I supposed to say to that? I'm supposed to sing at the school festival.
Oh, look, she's finally showing her, like, little sweet, bashful side again.
All of the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so...
My Junie singing on stage in front of people? I hope that is an animated cutscene and we actually get to see and hear her song, and I hope it's pretty and wonderful, and I hope Apollo falls in love with her. Wow, she really has changed. Also, I gotta try to remember to save periodically, because we're almost the 2-hour mark in our stream tonight. Let's see, and Chris with an emote saying, I can always say boo. Ah! Crystal, you're scary again. Quick Katie said, in the original designs for Themis Academy, blue was used for the prosecutor, but they changed it to defense instead. It's gotta be to mirror like Phoenix and Edgeworth, right? Right? Okay, we already presented everything we have to her. So let's keep talking some more. Your performance.
I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes.
Oh, it's like Lamour. Oh, it's got constellations on it. Yeah, that's Lamour's brooch. That's totally her brooch. Constellations throughout make glow from inside. Loose. Stage costume. Constellations glow through the fabric. It's pretty ambitious for like a school costume. Oh, what's it down here? Embellish with frills. I can't tell if any of these are supposed to be like actual real constellations though. I mean, a lot of them look like they're sort of started. Like this one up here kind of looks like Cassiopeia. This could maybe be like one of the Dippers, although the Dippers are technically asterisms. The Little Dipper being part of Ursa Minor is technically the same stars. But yeah, oh well, I'm not gonna judge her constellations. Oh, sorry, I skipped what Juniper said.
And this is what I'll be wearing.
That's amazing, Junie, but then again, you were always good at that kind of thing. These constellations in particular are really something.
Oh, thank you. One of my favorite things to do is look up at the stars in the middle of the forest.
Oh, that's cool, because like in the forest, you're away from the city and there's no like light pollution, so you'd be able to see the stars really well. Aw, that's cute. Oh, so you're a fan of the night sky then? Wow, Apollo, didn't know you were such a romantic guy. I didn't know that you knew that the night sky is where constellations are. It's not like that. I have this friend. He and I go way back, who got me really interested in space. Yeah, that's the ticket. A friend. Although who knows? No, in this game, maybe he's name dropping, or not name dropping, but foreshadowing someone we'll see later in the game. Wait, you had friends when you were young? Color me surprised.
As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. You're gonna be punished, but no, actually, I will take the punishment for you. Apollo, punish me, Apollo. Punish me, Apollo. It's what I'm into. It's always the quiet ones.
I think she's angry.
Stage costume added to the court record.
A costume Junie was supposed to wear. It has a glowing star pattern with notes, 2 pages.
For costumes were no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure I...
No! You can do it! That's right, and anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me. Hugh O'Connor.
It's like a chivalrous love triangle. A damsel in distress and 2 knights in shining armor. Maybe that Themis Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. Hang on, I want to present the thing. I actually want to see what the notes on the back say. Painted inside a costume with fluorescent paint, leave time to dry. Draw constellations on outside and make small holes according to this pattern. In the dark, the paint will shine through the holes, bringing the constellations to life. Okay, so obviously that's going to be important in court, apparently. Oh, we should present it to her. See if she has anything new to say about that. Oh, crap, I got to go outside of this and go to presenting. Present! Present! I have to press the buttons the right way.
I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't go around showing that to everyone.
How come? I mean, it's so well made. Aren't you gonna wear it when you sing?
Sigh. Yes, unfortunately, I've been chosen to sing, but I don't think I'll be up to the task.
Maybe if she's too busy in jail, Apollo can do the chivalrous thing and wear her clothes and sing on her behalf. Let's see. I gotta read some more in the chat though. Chris was laughing. X-Ray says, bro, that smirk down. Bro got those circular glasses. Oh, the 2 guys. And Queen Katie with a clip. Hang on, let me load this up with the clip viewer once again so we can just all see this. And by the way, extemporaneous, Queen Katie, Crystal, anyone else who's here and lurking, I appreciate you guys being here. I don't know if tonight's just a little bit slower because people have midterms and things like that, but I appreciate you guys being here. This clip from Queen Katie is called Warning, Screaming Bird. Okay, I think I know what this might be. Let's take a look at this. She gave an award-winning performance as an offended man! Actually, I'll let it play out before I say anything. I think I found a rival to my cords of steel. That, yeah, at the beginning felt so much longer to me when I was actually doing it than watching it now. Like I was running out of oxygen. I'm like, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. Okay, so let's keep playing the game. Reminds me of the old Junie when you talk like that. Makes me want to protect you.
I can't let you do that, but I can't let Apollo do that. After all, I'm student council president. It's my job to look after our entire student body. Apollo, would you like to look after my student body?
So what if you took that can-do spirit and applied it to your singing?
Sigh, but we're talking about me singing in front of a huge crowd.
Maybe she is in over her head. Okay, I guess we'll actually talk and do what the game wants us to do. So who won? So how did the mock trial end?
We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out.
I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial. It ended right before the verdict? Talk about bad timing. I was this close, man! I bet I would have won! But I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right? What's that? Zen and the art of mastering the bar exam. Civil law, corporate law, criminal law.
We'll settle this some other time, and I assure you, I will win when that time comes.
Like I'm gonna let that happen! I don't think so! I hope they don't end up hurting each other.
Oh, don't worry. The 3 of us have been good friends since we enrolled here.
We even have proof of our friendship. Matching tattoos.
Proof? Like physical evidence proof?
Yes, we're studying for a career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything.
Yeah! As long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around! Ah, the famed Themis Legal Academy ingenuity at work. So, what exactly is this proof of friendship anyway?
Well, it's a secret. And if I show you, it will be bad luck.
I'm starting to get a little bit tired of this whole thing where characters can't show us evidence because of superstitions and luck and things like that. Oh, okay. I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Judy's voice. Oh, is our psychoanalysis of her going to help her learn that she's in love with Apollo? Come to terms with that?
Our friendship is sacred and
Inviolable?
inviolable. It's not something to be put cheaply on display.
Proof? We don't need no stinking proof! Us three are friends forever! I can hear discord in their voices too, but they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here? That means there is actual strife in their friendship, I guess. Something wrong, Athena? No, it's nothing. Oh, all right then. Well, I will never follow up on that because you know what? If a girl's not gonna open up to me about what's wrong, I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna play that game. No, done with that. Hey, in that? Oh, it's probably Fulbright. Everyone, stay right where you are. Don't move a muscle. Please be Fulbright. Please be Fulbright. Hey, it's Fulbright! Detective Fulbright, is something wrong? Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends. Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. He thinks of us as his friends now. Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constance Corte.
Oh, no. Oh, no. On what?
Wait a second, what's going on here? Why are you arresting Judy? Please, Detective Fulbright, we're involved in this case too. All right, you're all under arrest as accomplices. Crystal said, screaming contest between Apollo and Robin when? Robin, that's Robin Newman. Okay, there's gotta be like some significance to their names, right? Can we look, are they in the court record now? Can we check them out? Okay, so there was Juniper. Hugh O'Connor, a senior in the lawyer course who served as the defense in the mock trial. He seems like kind of a jerk, age 18. Hugh, maybe Hugh is supposed to be like, I'm gonna say huge, but I guess he's not huge. Robin Newman, a senior in the prosecutor course who served as the prosecution in the mock trial. He tends to shout at people. There's gotta be like some puns that, like, they would never give characters normal names in this universe. There's gotta be some meaning, right? Please, Detective Fulbright, we're involved in this case too. Aha! So you're the lawyers the dispatch said were first on scene. I can't tell you everything, but I will say this. There are two major reasons for her arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was.
I didn't.
And number two is going to be the fact that only she and Corte knew about the details of the mock trial case in order to be able to mirror it. The crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script. But you can't arrest her on just those grounds. True, but there's more. Did I say two reasons? Haha, I don't know how to count. However, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me to say no more than that. So Blackwell's prosecuting attorney on this one too? Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Wait, in Juniper's pocket? Somebody planted a bloody ice pick in her pocket and she didn't even notice? Why? There's blood on this.
That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
Oh, crap. So somebody killed her and swapped out the fake ice pick for the real one. Oh, that's devious. That is devious. I gotta read some more in the chat. Crystal is saying, yes, we want Logan ASMR. Okay, give me a list of noises to make. And I'll ASMR those noises for you tonight if you need it so bad. Quick Kitty said, game mentions Robin doing pottery. Logan, I do not hear or see it. Imagine his pottery. But that's like paint. Oh, I guess you do paint on pottery. I was thinking pottery is just like the clay aspect. I forget that you gotta actually paint on. So that makes sense. Quick Kitty said, so bad news, Logan. Nobody ever brought up Lammerwar during this case? Somebody's got to eventually bring her up, because like that was the whole thing with Apollo and Trucy, that they're secretly siblings. She's their mom, and it's a secret which Phoenix is keeping for no good reason other than to be a horrible friend to the two of them. Somebody's got to eventually tell them. Quick Kitty said, just learned you can clip the YouTube VODs so I don't have to feel too rushed to save all those Dual Destinies highlights. Okay, cool. So there you go. If you make any of those animatics, I would love it. Which reminds me, in fact, after the stream tonight, I'll try to remember. I need to update my YouTube archive playlist with the latest videos. I'll try and do that either tonight or first thing tomorrow. So check that out. That'll be updated very soon. Okay, let's do this here.
That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? Are you mocking justice? Oh, you horrible person! Oh, he's actually mad. I was joking. Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. Now, if you would, officers, arrest her and be rough about it. She's a vile, evil criminal. Yes, sir.
But, cough, I cough.
Junie, I have to do something. So this means she has been accused of murder twice, right? Because wasn't she the defendant in the very first case? Such bad luck. I can't let them take her away like this. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. Well, I guess, Athena, you just let them take her away like that. Oh, hold it! No, we're doing something! Oh.
Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got.
Thanks, but I'd rather have Apollo.
Athena. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
Aw. Oh, that was sweet. I was hoping we'd hear more of the other characters' voices, but that was cute. I gotta read a couple more comments to the chat, though. See, Queen Katie said, I'd like to imagine that when Robin was screaming, his eyes went all derpy at the end. Just started to roll back into his skull and he passes out from lack of oxygen. Queen Katie said, best buddy ever, my man Fulbright. Says, and finally, fun fact from the wiki, Junie is the first character in the history of the main series to have been the defendant twice within the same game. Because I was gonna say Maya has been defendant multiple times. Probably Larry Butts too, I can't remember for sure. Also, we got to see how long her hair was from the back. It wasn't done up in pigtails, but it was pretty long. It was like bottom of the shoulder blades to mid back ish. So that's kind of cool then. She should be proud. Accused twice of murder in the same game. Cricketa said, I will explain Hugh and Robin's names at some point in the case, not now, but later. Oh, so it's like spoiler puns in their names. I like it. Hate to interrupt your bonding time, but aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer. Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times, and if I fail, it may get Junie executed, but hey, that's no skin off my back. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do. Certainly not these two boys who love her enough that one of them would murder some of them, frame her. I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor.
Fina. Apollo. Sexy Apollo. Thank you both. I'm counting on you.
We've got your back, Junie. Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station. Ha 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 ha, yeah. Bye. Fulbright out. I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright. Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. We never get paid for being lawyers. He won't care. I mean, it's a real problem. We've racked up so much debt. We are going to lose everything, Athena. We should not have taken on another lawyer. We cannot afford to pay you. Mr. Wright, he paid his first assistant in hamburgers. I don't know how he is still even, like, affording his own food. Anyway, I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right on the case. Right.
You won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs.
Oh, is he going to help us out with our investigation since he's a defense attorney?
If anyone's going to solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate.
Pew! Why, that smug little... He hasn't even finished law school. Oh! That was totally rude! And you're not the only one on the case, man! I'm in too! Big time! Juniper Woods! I'm gonna save you! I came back, I forgot my bag! Now that those two are gone, let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is. Oh, right. You said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like in the script? Exactly. But without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain. Oh, so we're gonna... What? Clavier is gonna be the guest. That's a hair forehead. It's gonna be Clavier. It was Clavier's bust. Yeah, I totally said that was like his... Perhaps I could help, hair forehead. Where's Tiff? Where's Vera? Where's everybody who loves them some Clavier? Perhaps I could help, hair forehead. Oh, Clavier Gavin. Oh, and there's the song playing. Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? Also, just for the ladies, look, there's at the bottom of the screen, right? There's a little triangle of flesh just above his waist. So, Clavier's back, everybody. What do we think about that? X-Ray says, Junie, that was in your pocket, not gonna lie. Kinda sus, my girl. AMC says, ice crinkle, not, I repeat, not in mouth? I'm gonna need an elaboration on that. How do you crinkle ice outside of here? Unfortunately, I think the only ice I have here are like big cubes. How do you crinkle ice outside of the mouth? Quick Katie said, Fulbright, have you never been to school? AMC says, accused once, innocent, accused, wait. Oh, accused once, innocent. Accused twice, she did it. Well, it's like I said with Maya, that Maya has been accused of murder so many times that it kind of feels like it's the universe's way of saying she deserves to be executed for murder. Like the universe just really, really wants it. And who are we to go against the universe's wishes? Exterminator says, AA has a policy to ensure that players who are introduced to the game series out of order don't get spoiled for like everything in early games, so they tend to be vague about stuff that's in reference to an earlier game. Example, Lammer, okay, that makes sense. But we just got Clavier Gavin here. But let me guess, they're not gonna directly reference anything. It'll just be like, it's a prosecutor I know we're kind of friends with. Also kind of more than friends with. Exterminator says, full bright face be like, Exterminator says, he like Logan, for real. I just wish I could be like Fulbright. Quick Kitty said, Apollo and Phoenix, I know we just met you and all, but we know for a fact that you did not kill anybody. Well, to be fair, it's been true all times except for once. Exterminator says, aren't they literal law students though? So don't Thena and Apolster outrank them? Yeah? Yes? Absolutely. Quick Gator said, and yes, Robin and Hugh's names are spoilers, sadly, but hopefully it shouldn't take too long for them to be not spoilers, right? AMC says, Newman gives me windy old bag? I mean, I guess, I mean, a little bit, except he's not old. And I think the oldness makes it kind of creepy. And there's Squinkies and Clavier, my boy! Okay, so this is where everybody's probably gonna be drooling over Clavier. Well, let's talk to him, then. I wonder if they'll be able to show him doing full air guitar in 3D, because I wonder if that'll be harder for them to motion cap. Because I assume this is like, I guess maybe it is motion. I don't know, how do they do the motion in this? You two seem to know each other, biblically. Is someone going to introduce me? Biblically. Why, I do believe we have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fräulein. I'm Clavier Gavin. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably, the band went kaput. But I cannot tell you exactly why, because that would be spoilers for the previous game. Perhaps you've heard of us? The Gaviners? I was the lead vocalist. Oh, yeah. Snip. Snip. Snip again. Snip one more time. Never heard of your band. Then again, I was out of the country till only recently. But can I get your autograph? Can you sign your autograph on your chest and just let me just like rub the paper against it? You know, I'll just keep your chest. You just let me have you. You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph? Forgive me, Fräulein, but I've retired from the music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as rockstar prosecutor Clavier Gavin. Okay, that one then. Twirling my hair. Eye contact to show interest. Athena is into you. She's a lively one. Hey, hair forehead. Didn't know she was your type. No, Juniper is his type. She's the newest member of Write Anything Agency, that's all. Nice to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes, but I could be Athena Gavin. A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. Now that the intros are to the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me, ja, hair forehead? Oh, mine hair. Oh. Well, let's also save. We're gonna present everything to him. And then we'll I guess, talk to him. I did not expect him to show up. This is kind of nice. This is fun. Oh, except is he gonna be like, you know how in the original Ace Attorney trilogy, Edgeworth showed up in every game? Is that gonna be with him? Is he gonna show up in every game? Does that mean we're not gonna get any more Edgeworth? We gotta get some Edgeworth. Quick Katie said, Clavier, my boy! Xamaria says, if someone said that about me, I'd weep. Oh, gives you windy old bag. Quick Katie said, 3D Clavier, my beloved. Xamaria says, you already know Chad is about to daddy command. Quick Katie said, I want to scream. He only shows up in this case as far as I know. Aww. Xamaria says, he looks so 3D. So real. Queen Katie with the daddy command. AMC says, extemporaneo. Logan, did Wendy old bag? Wait, I did Wendy Old Bag, what? Wendy Old Bag always talk like this. Exterminator says, ooh, Logan. And AMC says, ice pick. Oh, okay. I don't own an ice pick. So if that is the ASMR you were looking for, AMC, I don't think I'd be able to provide that. I apologize. Exterminator says, thank you, Logan, for pointing the triangle out. Now I can never unsee it. Well, it's always there. Even if you don't know the triangle is there, the triangle sees you. The triangle notices you. The triangle is watching you. Always. It's like the Illuminati thing. You know there's that Illuminati thing of the pyramid with the all-seeing eye at the top? That right there is Clavier's all-seeing eye. So, yeah, there you go. AMC said, and my did it. Quick Katie said, you said that, but this is technically the first time she got accused. Well, chronologically. The amount of references in this game that never had anybody actually talk about it makes me insane. Exterminator says, notes down, if you get accused multiple times, make sure Logan is not in your defense. He will say the universe makes you deserve it. Well, I mean, after a certain point, most people haven't even been accused of murder once. Let alone 3, 4, 5 times. Exterminator says, won't take too long. You underestimate Logan time. Yeah, we're over 2 hours in, and I don't think we've made like any progress so far. So tough luck on that. By the way, since we're over two hours, almost 2 hours and 20 minutes in, we're at the point where if people want to start looking for possible raid suggestions later on, now might be a good time. If not, once again, I can just check and see who I know is live. All right, let's present some stuff to this fake German man. This is gonna be Athena's way of flirting. Watch. May I ask why you people present your attorney's badges like that? It seems like Herr Forehead and Mr. Right always want to show theirs off too. Well, let me ask you, Prosecutor Gavin, why do you play electric guitar or air guitar? Ach! It would seem the answer we seek can be found in much the same place. Specifically my place, later. After we're done here. I don't know why. I'm just headcanoning that Athena is like totally hot and bothered for Gavin and has no chill about it. I never gave it that much thought, actually. I would just whip it out. You know, I'm a man. Men like to whip it out. Attorney's badges, attorney's badges. All right, so in the book. Why, Fräulein, what a wonderful piece of evidence you have there. But I imagine no matter what you present, it would be impossible for it to be more persuasive than your beauty. Too bad it doesn't work that way in court, too. I'm guessing, okay, so that's when he has nothing to say. Did I ever mention I'm a graduate of this fine institution? The mock trials, they sure bring back memories. So many unforgettable battles. Really? So you stood on that stage too? Ja, I wailed on mine air guitar, rocked out to the beat, and exposed crimes for all to see. You could say this is where my hard rocking prosecutorial style made its debut. Hard rocking prosecutorial style? How did your mock trial turn out? Achtung, baby! I brought the house down and had the crowd on its feet. Ever since, the Academy has held a live concert in conjunction with the mock trial. Clavier, even if they don't say anything, he better, like, in our headcanon notice that dress looks like Lammerwar's dress. All I wanted to know is how the trials turned out. Why, Fräulein? Oh, nothing to say. You don't think that looks like Lammerwar? Ah, let's talk to this man. Why are you here? So what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? He's obviously the special guest prosecutor. I'm so glad it's him instead of Blackwell. That would make no sense for it to be Blackwell. I'm here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture and a training seminar. So he's the famous prosecutor they invited. And I have another crucial role to play. The Gaviners are getting back together for a one-time special performance. Yeah. Remember our good friend, Shark Mondo? Yeah. He's going to be executed day after tomorrow. He chose, instead of a last meal, a last concert. He's going to die. I know he's a murderer, but I still have mixed feelings about this. Even though you guys disbanded, and one of them is in jail, presumably on death row, which was a shame, by the way, really. Yeah, I know how much you adored our music, Herr Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get mine badge early, but I did graduate from here. So that's how they match up. That is a retcon that he graduated from this school. Wait, so that performance Judy mentioned? I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. Oh, and the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. Oh, we're gonna get like a diagram or something? Stage plans. Oh, see, it was Gavin. See, it's there. Oh, and it's Phoenix right over there. Two lawyers who I guess once faced off against each other. Okay, I gotta read some more in the chat. Queen Katie said, yo, I hope she does the air guitar too. Let me see if the wiki shows. AMC says, Queen Katie, I just hoofs. Logan said, ASI, come in. And I put do to work? Are you doing like a voice to text? I'm so sorry, AMC, I can't understand that. Queen Katie says, bad news, I do not see air guitar in the 3D sprites pages for Clavier. Oh, it's probably because he would always do that like behind the stand. And he's probably not gonna be behind the stand. Exterminator says, believe, Queen Katie, believe. Queen Katie said, Logan, have you ever heard Clavier's actual song, Guilty Love? Somebody posted on our Discord. It was a recording, and I think the voice actors for both Clavier and Apollo Justice like did it, and Apollo, I think they made sure that his voice is like all raspy or something, and made it sound like he blew it out or something like that. So yes, if that's what I'm thinking of. Exterminator says, Logan twirling his hair, I'm weak. Queen Katie said, I'll say this, Logan, Clavier is only a joke in this, is only in a joke case in the next game, not the main story. AMC said, do you own a fork? Well, yeah, I'm not gonna like stab for one thing, that could like, if I put it in a Ziploc bag, go break it and get it out. Plus, like you don't want to stab things with forks, like hard things like that. It could damage the forks. I take good care of my forks. Okay, and I'm almost gonna catch up. And again, thank you all for those who are still hanging out and not studying for your midterms, which I guess you probably should be studying for your midterms, but I still appreciate you being here. Two big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. I'm glad he clarified that the thing with blue outline ghost people was just an illustration, because I wondered. Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright? Bingo, Fräulein, und they were so big and magnificent too, what a terrible waste. But the worst part of this whole thing is my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass. Oh, is Corte gonna be his mentor? Wait, don't tell me your mentor was Professor Corte! She was the one who taught me how to think about the law. Constance Corte. So Constance Corte was your professor here at the Academy? She may have taught the judges course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying, the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered what was right beyond all else. I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no! I think I'm gonna cry, Sniffle! Athena, are you tearing up? Though I can't blame you, Prosecutor Gavin owes a lot to who he is to Professor Corte. Exactly, so as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard. See that little half smile? Oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what? Forget already, Herr Forehead. I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We are going to reprise it right here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch her killer. Oh crap. Are we gonna have to do this as an actual trial? Is this gonna be is this what the trial segment is going to be for this chapter? Are we not gonna get to see poor Judge Udgy? Okay. Well, I guess let's do this.
October 24th, Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor lecture hall.
Crap, that means that weird means guy is probably going to be the judge, isn't it?
Mock trial reenactment, all rise.
Right, the stage is ready. And you, Herr Forehead, ready to rock? Okay, so if he has a sprite here, then he should be able to do his air guitar thing. No. The defense is not ready to rock. You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, you'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here. Junie's masterpiece, the one everyone's been talking about? Yeah, and there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. The borrowed is in quotes. So yeah, I stole it. Now, Fräulein, we'll need you to play the part of defendant and judge as per the script. Okay, I got it. I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Herr Forehead, will play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise this mock trial. Très bien! Let's get started! Defendant/judge Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Here, I'll try and talk like Judge Udgy. Court is now in session for our reenactment of the mock trial. I can't do a Judge Udgy voice. Yay! or what I'd like to call the mock trial. Oh, yeah, a double mockery perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. Especially the double negative makes the real trial. Achtung, baby, this is no holds barred, let's rock. I gotta read some more in the chat. I think I'm probably gonna catch up to the chat now. I'm kind of amazed. Quick Kitty said, I like to imagine all of the teachers saying bye to Clavier once he graduates, only to see the Gramarye case happen on TV. AMC says, I drive, yes. Okay, well, I'm glad that you're not typing that if you're driving. Be safe. I'm sorry if some of the things were difficult to understand. Quick Kitty said, I'm gonna post a song in the Discord anyway, cause it's a banger. I love it. AMC said, aw, no forks damage in this stream. I'm sorry, AMC. And AMC says, he ketchup. Yes, I'm close to catching up. Queen Katie said, Clavier, quote, if I had a nickel for every time someone close to me left my life, I'd have 3 nickels, which isn't a lot, but why does this keep happening to me? That's what it should happen to. What was the thing that Doofenshmirtz said that caused him to do that quote at the I can't even remember what the quote was originally in reference to. Queen Katie said, don't worry, there is an actual trial. Okay, and AMC with the High Drake Man, thank you very much, AMC. I'll do that right now. Oh, Crystal with quote number 48 says, in anime, people are allowed 1 murder. Even 1, at least. Master Detective Archives Rain Code, September 16th, 2023. And with that, at 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 37 seconds, I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. Yeah. Okay. Once again, since it's 2.5 hours in, we're a half hour away from the 3-hour mark. If people want to start looking for raid suggestions, feel free. No pressure. I don't want anyone to feel like an obligation to do that. Hey, can't we take it easy today? It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court. Crap, we're gonna have actual, hit point penalties. Great, a judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial powers. Wait, so when Judge Udgy does that, is he abusing his powers? Talk? Well, let's save before we do anything here, by the way. Save. Okay, so I guess we're doing it this way, talking. Summary of the facts. Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please. You got it, Fräulein Judge? Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female. Oh me, oh my, I'm innocent, I tell you. Is that some seriously bad acting, Fräulein? Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. Oh, and she's holding the arrow. So that is a difference, because both her hands are up before, but that, in the real one, she doesn't have to hold the arrow. But I wonder if that's significant. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Corte who posed as the corpse. Hair for head, how did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Corte was wearing. He reacted with, oh, the green sweatsuit! That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that? Probably because you don't usually see teachers in, tracksuits? Ach, too much of a fledgling to know what's important that one. In any case, both the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Corte was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along, oh baby, hold it right there now. Hey, wait a sec! The body was discovered in the same area in the mock trial case, although there was a stage. Seeing the other arm. Plus, the murder weapon and arrow and the lack of blood are also the same. Wait, was the book the same? I didn't see before the crossfade. That's right. And therein lies the significance of this mock trial. So let's keep rocking it hard, just like that. Defense's arguments. Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet with the victim in the quad. Let's see here. What page are we on? I wasn't paying enough attention. I'm not good at cold reads. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her. You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena. It's called getting into character, hair for head. Don't be such a wet blanket. Right. Let's see. Then Hugh said, a frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow? I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen holding a bow in the archery club, which is a clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there. Well, what do we think? 9 hair foreheads at Feinsberger doesn't suit you in the least. Order! Especially you, Mr. Justice. Me? But I was just trying to get into like Mr. Yoro Raka said. Oh. Let's see. Oh, Queen Katie has a raid suggestion. Hang on, let me copy this down into my text file that I have over here for raid suggestions so we can keep that in mind for later on. Thank you very much, Queen Katie. I appreciate that. And Queen Katie said, Clavier trying to make light of the case, slowly crying as he looks at the photo of Corte before she died. I'm okay. Don't vary her forehead. Just manly sweat here. I mean, I guess that is true. She was someone important to him, and he's just like, I didn't even think about that, but that's a little bit messed up, I suppose. And Crystal with more raid suggestions. Let me copy these over, I see. Thank you very much, both Queen Katie and Crystal. We will check these out a little bit later on. Thank you. Let's keep going. Okay, now prosecution's rebuttal. Also, because it's been a slower night, we'll have to first see if we have enough people for a raid. I think the threshold that I've given before is we got to have over 5 people to populate a raid. So I don't know. Maybe we won't have a raid tonight. We shall see. But it's fine if we don't. It's just it's a sleepy Thursday night on midterms week for a lot of people. So the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be the defense's assertion. Oh, except the lack of blood on okay, on the one hand, the lack of blood on the floor would seem to indicate the body was moved kind of like in real life. But at the same time, that was also obviously a fake photograph. There wouldn't be real blood in there. So the script should have to like mention I don't know. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections? The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9! I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all. When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon. Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, while I am the real deal, baby, the headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the awl that was left in the art room. Okay, so it wasn't an ice pick, it was an owl. So are we gonna suspect Robin Newman then, since he does pottery, and that would give him access to stuff in the art room? An owl? What's that? An owl, you say? Oh, what might that be? It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. It's kind of like an ice pick. I have a photo here if you're interested. Gross. It's all bloody up to the handle, please. Tell me it's just paint. Crap. Oh, I guess I shouldn't feel bad for there's something endearing about that little guy. I don't want him to be a murderer, but he's probably going to be a murderer. Most likely, Fräulein, pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place. So the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage? How the body was moved. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Let's see. Crystal says, right, midterms. Do you have midterms, Crystal? Because you're in the Philippines, right? And so I would assume, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe this is just going to further expose my lack of knowledge about stuff, but I would assume that in the Philippines, they probably have like a different schedule for schools than we typically do here in the US. Because just from playing like Persona, they're on like a different calendar for the school, it seems like. ANC says, let him catch up. Oh, my clavier is very 3D. I have to figure out. I have to like say it out loud to figure out from the speech to text. Crystal says, his clicking is distracting me. Laughing? Is it my clicking? Like when I'm like entering things on the keyboard? Or when I'm clicking things? and stuff like that? Is it distracting when I'm hitting the spacebar? The murder took place in the third floor art room, but the body was found in the quad. It must have been quite a chore moving the body all the way. Not at all. There's a maintenance area and storehouse right outside the art room, and a cart used to carry bowls around was found there. That's right. We're going to be talking about bowls. Oh, I think I've seen one of those before. I think I've seen a ball before. Just one ball. But that's a pretty big one, you Clavier. You have a very big ball. Just one big ball. But you are German, so that makes sense. A jumbo, yeah, big enough to fit a person or a body in it. A defendant dropped the body off from the art room, then moved it with a cart. That is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself. You don't say! A body dropped from 3 stories up shows signs of massive blunt force trauma. That may be true, but you failed to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma. Yikes. Oh, it's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. Oh, is that it? Is that the whole mock trial? Quite the crafty killer, in an attempt to cast a suspicion on the archery club, they moved the body to the quad, where it would be an easy shot from the club room. Then the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the owl's stab wound. Sounds like he has only high praise for Junie's script. Were there any further arguments from the defense? Nope. It seemed like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too. Time for the finale, then. Your verdict, if you please, Fräulein Judge. Huh? Oh, right, that's me. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Juniper Wood, is going to be guilty, and she's going to be all sad. Wait a second! Even if this is just a mock trial of a mock trial, I don't want to declare Junie guilty. Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. A mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I get back to mine investigation. Thanks, you two. That little run through the mock trial cleared up quite a few things. Mock trial script added to the court record. A top secret script written by Junie. There's only one 4 pages? Oh, that's how many pages we have to look at. The script itself, the mock trial script, is not just 4 pages. That would be ridiculous. AMC says, oh my gosh, Logan, do you have an owl to pick eyes? I don't have an owl either, because I don't do like art stuff very much. I have a mechanical pencil. That's about it. I can maybe find like a screwdriver or something, but I don't want to damage things. Ice is hard. Crystal says, I have midterms 2nd or 3rd week of March. Oh, when you have midterms, Crystal, are you going to be too busy to come to chat, to stream? If so, I understand midterms are important. You got to prioritize stuff, but we'll miss you. ANC says quarter system or semester system. Crystal says Clavier's clicking. Oh, like when he's snapping his fingers. Do you mean? I got to make sure that when I'm checking the chat, I don't pause on him doing those little snappy things. Crystal says semester to AMC. Okay. Achtung, babies! The prosecution's already got a witness sized up too. That was quick. Prosecutor Black was almost too good. I love how that every single game we act like, oh my gosh, this prosecutor we're going against is so good. He's so amazing. How could we ever be this prosecutor, despite the fact that every trial up to that point we have consistently beaten that prosecutor? You're sure helpful. You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin. Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Corte, and there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Anyway, I won't say goodbye. I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. Pew! I always thought prosecutors were all rather scary bunch. But Prosecutor Gavin seems... Oh, it's Athena, but Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice. Sorry, when I see a character, I want to do that character's voice. Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go. We should get back to investigating too, Yosh! We don't have nearly enough information yet. And we also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case. Right. Looks like we have our work cut out for us. Okay, so let's save before we continue on, and let's do some actual investigation. That mock trial was fun. It was a fun diversion. Because I'm gonna be honest. Is this new music? Maybe not. Let's present stuff to Apollo. I don't think, have we shown him our badge yet? Oh, nice, you were Tarney's badge. That's the first thing you want to present when you meet someone new. Every time. I heard that's what all the lawyers do. You heard that from whom? Who else? Mr. Wright, just remember your badge comes first. And it's okay if it, because sometimes it's just, it gets excited. See, Athena? Oh, check it out. Whoa, this is my attorney's badge. Oh, that's so intense. I want to present mine like that too. Okay, what about the book? Yeah, nice one, Athena. Keep it up. I don't care if it's totally unrelated to the case or just plain annoying or even embarrassing. Just keep presenting evidence without any regard for others. That's the first step toward becoming a successful trial lawyer. Leave it to me. I'll present one piece after another, then another. I'll do it right now. Look at this arrow. Okay, keep it up. There's the dialogue when he doesn't have anything to say. A torrid love triangle? Oh, Juniper sure is popular with the guys. Of course she is. She's pretty. Plus, she has such a sweet and caring personality. ... I am now just realizing that she will be my wife. I know what you're thinking. Why can't Athena be more like that, right? Oh, no! The thought never crossed my mind. Let's see. Panic, sorrow. Yep, that's exactly what crossed his mind. Sigh. La miroir, nothing to say. And then finally, the script. Let's see what the 4 pages are. Does it actually give script pages? Body with protruding arrow was found in the quad. The murder weapon was an owl. The arrow was inserted as a ruse. The actual murder scene was the art room where the trace of blood were found on the floor. Body was dropped from the 3rd floor art room to the maintenance area below. A mat was laid out to cushion the fall. A ball cart from the storehouse was then used to move the body to the stage. The archery club's room has a good view of the quad. The body was moved to the quad to make it look like the archery club member had shot the victim with an arrow. Owl, buy with, this is things to prepare. Owl, buy with school festival funds, get from hardware store. Arrow, if I borrow one from the archery club, it should give away the part of the script's plot to be determined. Sweatsuit, victim's outfit will be a, red one. From the process, that's why. Oh, crap. Robin Newman was surprised when he saw the sweatsuit. It wasn't because she was in a sweatsuit, it's because it was green, which means he saw the script that was supposed to be secret. He's such an endearing little guy, but he's a murderer. Little dude's he's a murderer McMurderson. Okay, well, he's a murderer. We should just execute him right now. If we see him, extrajudicial justice. Pew, pew, pew. Just pull out the guns. Save us time. Let's present this. The mock trial was quite the heated battle. Tisk, Mr. Wright didn't even hear me when I said I wanted to see it. That was so unfair. We should have done rock, paper, scissors to decide who got to watch. I know, I would have totally beaten you. Hey, I have an idea. Hey, chat. For those who are here, let's play rock, paper, scissors. I'm in the mood for that. So here's how you do it. We're gonna do this rock, paper, scissors together, chat. Okay. So hold up your hand to the computer just like this and try and time it with me. Okay, it doesn't matter if there's a lag or anything. We're just gonna time it together and ready to go. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. And on 3 is when we do it. It'll either be rock, paper, scissors. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I did scissors. So now type into the chat what you threw. And then let me know if you beat my scissors or not. I know I would have totally beaten you. How could you know that? The game's totally random. No, I can tell you favor scissors. Oh, that's what I threw. I mean, the proof's sticking right out of your head. Oh, there's a little scissors thing there. Huh? What are you talking about? Like I said, it's right there on your head. Well, that was fun. Okay, so we gotta go somewhere. We gotta go and investigate. Hey, can we go to the agency? Can we go say hi to? Is Trucy gonna be there? Let's go to the agency. Let's go out of our way. Let's just abandon this. It's Trucy! Hey, Trucy, we're gonna present some stuff to you. Please do not put these into your panties. That is my only request. Hey, that's an attorney's badge. Promise me you won't make it disappear. What a mean thing to say.
Do I look like someone who'd do something like that?
No, I didn't mean it like that. Anyway, I hear they reissue badges that get lost, so I would assume they make you pay for it.
Hey, isn't that great? That means you have nothing to worry about. Into the penthouse they go.
Yeah!
But seriously, please don't make mine disappear. I wouldn't want to have to explain.
Oh, just show her stuff.
Wow, thanks, Athena. That'll make a great new prop for my magic act.
Huh?
But that's... So what kind of trick should I do with it? Make it disappear? Burn it? Rip it in two? Kill anyone who's ever touched it?
Ha 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 ha! Let's just save that fun little detail for later.
Aw, you're no fun.
Okay, so that's what it says if she has nothing to say. I don't know why, I just like getting everybody's content when they see pieces of evidence.
Hey, is that the morning paper?
Something like that. It's a school paper. I was thinking your magic tricks would make a great article.
Really? A newspaper article about my tricks? Haha, that'll be so cool. The moment the interview starts, I'd suddenly disappear, shocking the interviewer. Without an actual interview, they could call the article The Interview That Vanished.
I'll just leave it at that. Okay, this one? Hey, does this picture look like your mom, Trucy? You recognize the brooch? You recognize the similarities? No, you're not gonna say anything? Okay, Trucy. And script. And nothing new to say. See, we wouldn't have gotten all these fun little bits of dialogue if we hadn't come here to talk to her. And any ideas about the case you were not a part of, Trucy?
A school festival? Why didn't you take me with you?
Oh, only Mr. Wright was officially invited. Apollo and I were just tagging along, but we are lawyers after all.
Well, my magic act would have made a great warm-up for the mock trial. They'd have seen how even the most crucial evidence could vanish in the blink of an eye.
That's probably precisely why Mr. Wright didn't invite you. What about the Academy?
Athena, don't you think the Write Anything Agency has about run its course?
What do you mean?
Isn't it obvious? It's time for the Write Anything Academy! And you, Athena, I want you to be the head of our psychology department.
Oh, what other departments will we have?
Well, I'll be the head of the magic department. And we'll have a Cords of Steel department and a bluffing department.
But then who'll be head of the toilet cleaning department? We won't clean our toilets, Athena. We will have the nastiest toilets out of any academy. Okay, so we were just in the lecture hall, so let's try the hallway first, then we'll try the outdoor stage. I don't know where we're supposed to go.
October 24th, Themis Legal Academy. First floor hallway.
Mr. Wright! Whoa, why he looked so stern. I don't know why he surprised me like that. I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of our... That's turning too judgy. What was the voice I did for... I refuse to believe one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocence by any means necessary. Well, the ends justify the means, so he's saying the opposite thing that Corte used to say. She said the ends are only justified by the proper means. That's a clue. That is a hint. That is a hint for us.
The ends justify the means.
What do you mean, the ends justify the means?
I, Professor Means.
Professor Means. Then Professor Corte should have been Professor Ends, maybe?
I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and I mean what I say by all means. Hey, here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not?
Of course I do. Junie wouldn't even hurt a fly.
Yeah. Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible.
Sure, I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of the end justify the means part.
Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense.
You're gonna take her case, Professor Means?
I may be a professor, but I am still licensed to practice law.
Okay, that makes him suspicious. I know I was sussing on Robin Newman, but now I'm sussing on this professor. Because if he's her defense, he'll just throw the case and let her get convicted, so he'll get off scot-free if he's the murderer.
In fact, I have even battled Professor Corte in court.
No kidding! So you guys were rivals or something?
No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You see, both Professor Corte and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class.
Wow, I bet they both used to really bring it.
Now, if you would excuse me, I had best go discuss the case with Juniper.
Oh yeah, we didn't have access to go to the detention center, did we? Professor Means, please wait! I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case. Well, let him be on our council. Is that what you call it? You can have more than one lawyer. Let me read a few more comments in the chat, though. Let's see. Crystal says, I would still be here, but most of the time I'll be lurking. Understandable. Your studies are more important. Quick hit his head. Clavio really pieced out, huh? AMC says, at 9:25, he almost catched up. Apollo is very on the sleeve. Now, the girl is the murderer. No! Juniper, not murder. Crystal says, rock. Queen K says, paper. Oh, I died. AMC says, scissor. Crystal says, I won. Congratulations. You get extra servings in the trough in the basement dungeon tonight, Crystal. AMC said, and now we wait for him to catch up. Crystal says, after 10 minutes, I'm getting there. We only got like 5 minutes before the 3-hour mark, but I don't know if we have enough for a raid tonight, so we will see. AMC says, make it disappear. That won't be much of an interview for the no paper article. I guess it could be like a fun little blurb, maybe. Quick Gator said, reminder, there is an in-game notebook for tips. Oh, I forgot about that. So let's see what we're supposed to do right now. Search the entire campus. This is part of that. And find witnesses for the trial. AMC says, but he's guilty means, she's guilty. Oh, okay. Well, I guess if she's guilty, then she's guilty. And I caught up a second time. Still 5 minutes from the 3-hour mark. I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case. Well, it's true. Juniper is counting on us to prove her innocence.
Really now? You two?
And when were you planning on telling me?
Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but
relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions. And I think you made the right one. The Phoenix right one.
How wonderful. Very well, Athena Sykes. Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else?
That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients.
What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As her professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once.
See, he's like a bad guy. He's a bad guy. Everything he said is a red flag. Let's hope it never comes to that.
Now, if you would excuse me.
Pew! Well, time's a wasting. You better start investigating and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far? Yes, please. Okay, so we got to talk to him. Let's save, then we'll start presenting stuff to Phoenix, and we'll talk to Phoenix, and we'll go investigate the body. AMC says, oh my gosh, I just realized I had a burger, but it was WickDonald's. Is WickDonald's like a knockoff McDonald's? McDonald's burgers are fine. They're not great burgers. They are basically to real hamburgers what like candy is to real food, but that's not bad. Okay, let's present stuff to Phoenix. Did we already show him our badge? Oh, a shiny new attorney. Oh yeah, we already did this. Da-da-da, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, let's show him stuff starting this direction. Things like that sure scream out school days, don't they? Were you involved in any extracurricular activities like school papers or mock trials? Nah, that wasn't my thing. I was an art major. An art major? Then how did you become a famous attorney? By lying and fumbling my way through everything, and by having a sidekick that channeled a booba ghost. It's kind of complicated. And when I say kind of, I mean really, really complicated. Oh, he must really mean it. I'm picking up a lot of complex emotions in his voice, including unnecessary feelings. Let's do... Oh, achievement unlocked! School days for having presented Phoenix with the Themis Herald. And I showed the mock trial script, not the Herald. Okay, well, apparently I got an achievement for that. I guess that's a special thing. Why is that a special thing? Oh, well, let's keep presenting stuff. Listen, Athena, there's a certain amount of etiquette involved in presenting evidence. You're free to shove this or that into my face, but at least get my attention first or give me some sort of warning. In other words, do as I say, not as I do. Okay, so that's when he has nothing to say. Oh, so this is the same as when you show the mock trial script. What about the arrow? Listen, Athena, okay. And then we got one more, we got the book, and then if that does nothing, then we'll talk to him. All right, we're just gonna talk to him. Talk about the murder. Have you learned anything new about the case? Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin, and he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage. What, really? Just like the mock trial again? The police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well, what? Come to think of it, let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? It's no big deal, as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus, no, never mind. Now, where was I again? But there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. Okay, rumor about the academy? There's a rumor about what? So, were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means? Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking. The dark age of the law. I'm sure you've heard those words before a bunch of times. That is this game's DL6. Don't know what the DL6 is? No, I can't talk about it because it's a spoiler for an early game. Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days. But the question is, how is it related to the case at hand? Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy. Oh, so guys like Means are partially responsible for the dark age of law by doing this ends justify the means, do whatever it takes to. He's doing like Manfred von Karma crap. Although, as far as I know, Means hasn't killed anybody, unless he did some murder in this chapter. Well, that in and of itself isn't a bad thing, right? As long as those results come by fair and honest means. Oh, but what was it that Professor Means said? The end justifies the means. Oh, he's a bad guy. Oh, nightmare! It's Hope Speak Academy! To survive the dark age of the law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy. But what'll happen to our legal system if results are all that matter anymore? Why didn't we switch to a jurist system a few years ago? Relax, it's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you. Oh, that's a relief. He had me going there for a minute. Wait a second, what if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that idea. That's why he was hurrying. Let's see, Quick Kitty said, yeah, they're doing a promo thing where they use the WickDonalds that anime usually do to avoid copyright, but now in real life, oh, that's kind of cool. I did see that there was also, like, McDonald's was opening some, like, pop-up restaurant locations that it was, like, Cosmic, no, it was Cosmic, that's what it was. And then the Mick, like in McDonald's. I don't know the details of that. AC said, oh no, now anime and manga has to pay for licensing. Maybe that's why they did it, copyright it so anime couldn't. Said now Devil has to get a new job. Quick said, Logan, look at the students in that shot. Dang it, what did the students do? I'll have to look back at the VOD. What did the students do in the shot? Were they dying? Were they turning into skeletons or demons or evil things of some sort? I don't even know anymore. But Quick says, dang it. The uniforms! They probably had I bet the female students had white uniforms like Athena. Is that what we're saying? And AMC said he caught up. I did catch up. We can get to a better pausing point for the night than this because we are past 3 hours. Let's go a little bit long. You guys go a little bit longer. I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that this case closely resembles Ms. Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different. Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus. And I guess that's a good strategy because anything that's different is different because it had to be different. And so that has to be evidence, because otherwise they went out of their way to make everything the same. Unless a red herring, I don't know. Well, there's nothing else to talk about. All right, let's get out of here. Let's move. Maintenance area. I want to go to the outdoor stage. That's where the body is.
October 24th, Themis Legal Academy outdoor stage.
I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there. Oh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over for a listen. Here goes. Ah, Theta, watch where you are. What? Huh? Eek! What is a box? Hands off. This side up. Ouch. Who put this stupid box here? Someone's gonna pop out of that. Some weird character is gonna burst out of this box. Maybe it's gonna be Solid Snake. Wade? Eek! What is happening? Apollo, this box! There's a body in it. What now? There's someone or gulp something inside. I mean, a lot of boxes have things. Don't let it be a snake! Oh, it is the Metal Gear. I've never even played Metal Gear Solid and I recognize that reference. Because that's what they shout when he dies, right? It's like, snake, snake, snake!
Slither snake.
What?
You morons just blew my cover.
Who is this? Okay, so it's obviously not one of the two students we know. So it's some other student based on it's someone in the judge program, like Juniper. What the? There really is someone inside.
That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt.
I think she's my new favorite character of this chapter so far. We gotta save periodically. Oh my gosh. I've just met her and I love her. I don't even know what she looks like, but I'm assuming she's beautiful in there. Secret Kid said, post the image with the uniforms Discord. Thank you. This is my favorite character from this game. This character, her? It said, FYI, female character. Fun fact, the stuff on her box changes based on the language you select for the game. Oh, that's cool. So it says, turns white to black. Panda ink. Fragile. Hands off. This end up. I kind of love this. I love everything that is happening with this character right now. This is all just great. Just great. Well, we're gonna see whether or not we have enough people for a raid. I checked. Here's the person that has the fewest number of viewers. If we can populate 6 or more, we'll go ahead and do a raid. Otherwise, we'll just you know, call it a day. But we are past the 3-hour mark, so it is time for a raid. Here is our raid message. Also, here are our socials. For anyone who's lurking, you can find a Discord invite link, my TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, all that good stuff there. Feel free to check it out at your leisure. And our schedule. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, alternating between this and Persona 3 Reload. So tomorrow's going to be Persona 3, and we'll pick up on Sunday from this moment here. Quick Katie said, thank you for the stream. See you next time. Yes, thank you so much for being here, especially to those who hung around to the end. Queen Katie, Extemporaneous, AMC, Crystal, anyone else who was lurking back there. You guys are the MVPs of the stream tonight. And I hope anyone who couldn't be here is doing awesome on your midterms. And hopefully we'll get to see you more next week. This is fun. This is a thing that is actually happening right now. Well, anyway, thank you all. I love and appreciate you all. I appreciate you hanging out. Have an awesome rest of your night. And we'll see you tomorrow for some Persona. And Chris will post the schedule as well. See, I updated it. It's current. I've been good. I've been very dutiful in my duties. Like I said, I'm in a weird mood tonight. I don't know why. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. I love and appreciate you all. Have an awesome night. Enjoy the raid. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for Persona. Bye, everybody. Bye. Have a good night. Bye. 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 And for those watching the VOD, good night as well.